sure I don't cover everything up. Hopefully they can see it. I don't know. So I'll be tripping every time. I don't think I got it perfect yet. Let me go ahead and get this. Switch profiles on this thing, man. So we got something today. Man. Let me see something real quick. Shoot.
Did
What
I
is
hear
going
you
on?
say, "Oh shoot," like damn, here comes 60?
Oh no, I was looking at my phone. I didn't even know you was in there. I looked up somebody was in my box.
You know I
Man, now I
gotta
should have really
mess with you,
said, I'm saying
Kev.
I'm talking to. What's the deal, man? How you feeling today, man?
I'm good, baby. I
That's
am
good.
good.
That's
How
what I
you,
like to
Mr.
hear.
Kev? How are you? Oh, I did a movie watch yesterday.
Was that?
Okay, you know your boy, different.
Yeah.
Okay, so we kicked it way after you left. I was hoping you said you was coming back, but you didn't. I know you probably got busy.
Oh yeah. I probably did.
But
Oh, I think no. When I dropped down, I said I was going live. That's what it was.
oh, but
Yeah.
anyway, I must have missed that one. I saw
Hmm.
you. You said you'd be back, but okay.
Oh.
But anyway, so we chatted some more, and then he said, "Hey, um, are you capable of watching a movie?" So I set up the TV and everything, and he told us the movie, and it was called The Devil in You.
Hmm.
And it's not like no exorcist movie or nothing. None of that. It's not a horror thing or nothing. It's about family ties and values, right?
Hmm.
Dude, that was a good movie. And at the end of the movie, we said we was gonna try to get you to watch the movie because he said it might change some of Kev's perspectives on things. Because you know how I said I felt about certain shit, right?
Right.
And at the end of the day, he was like, "Damn, mama, I can see why you say what you say."
Hmm.
Because this movie really makes you think about family values.
Mm.
But it was a really good movie, Kev. If you can, go take a look at it. And then,
Hmm.
maybe then you might can understand, at least me, I don't know about nobody else, but this is what he said. He said, I see why you stand on the principles you stand on. Because me, myself, I guess at the end of the day, my values is all God. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if my values is I'm not going to steal from Kevin, I'm not going to lie to Kevin, I'm not going to mistreat Kevin, then I'm not going to allow those things to happen. I'm not gonna. Somebody could tell me, "Well, I did Kevin like this because." No. You cannot justify that. You pull 100 people off the street and ask them if what you did is right, and they're gonna say no. So, I got to stand on my principles at the end of the day, family or no family.
Mm. So when you say principle, what you mean by that?
Like, okay, we like lying for somebody. If I know that like what I was telling you about my daughter, right?
Hmm.
I'm not going to help her cause this man pain or drama for the next 18 years when I know the truth
Right.
behind her motives. I'm not going to get on a witness
Okay.
stand and say what she want me to say because we quote unquote is family.
Hmm. That ties into the honest. That's actually ties into the topic right here about that. Some people do. That's why I was saying loyalty is a problem and stuff.
Me
Yeah, it's all
myself,
about honesty.
I think they go hand in hand.
What's that?
Honesty and loyalty.
Yeah, I know they said it should blend, but the way people doing it nowadays, they loyal to anything. Any good behavior is bad behavior. They stay loyal with each other. So it's
I
not
call
always
that the
honesty in it.
herd mentality. because the herd mentality is me and you is cool. Now, I just watched you rob a man for no reason. You got a pocket full of money, but you snatched his chain off his neck, punched him in the face, and we hopped in the car and left. That to me, that's unacceptable. You didn't have to do that. you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna ride or die with you because we cool like that. But see, me, if I saw you do that, we done. I'm sorry, you go your way, I go mine, because and you going, but we loyal. We from the same clique. That's the herd mentality. Even if what you do is wrong, I just don't speak on it. I just supposed to act like I didn't see that. And that's a bad road to travel down, if you ask me. I think it incites and invites more drama to that herd or that group of people than it ever did with just individual loyalty. Because dude can go out and start a motherfucking fight and come running up in the group that ain't nobody else bothering and come up in the group, and the group feels like we all got to go run outside and fight these people now because they want to beat up Billy. But you don't realize Billy the one started the shit. Now
Right.
everybody is at peril because we got to go fight because we all a group.
Right.
That's
You're getting
wrong.
somewhere.
And then if people die in that fight, did they really have to lose their lives? Had we sat down and just talked to talked it out with whoever's chasing him, or we didn't have a herd mentality. We like, okay, Billy, what the hell? Why we got 20 niggas outside waiting to whip your head in? What's the problem?
Right.
So it's consequences for our actions.
Yeah. Most definitely is. Yeah. That's why I be like, I realize it is always two sides to every story and stuff. Don't just be jumping in because they family or jump in because they your friend and all that stuff. Because everybody can be wrong. Anybody can start some stuff. It's because they your friend that don't make that don't mean that they're don't have no they can't lie or they can't get in trouble.
Oh yeah, buddy, and it be them type of people too. Cab wouldn't lie. I've been rocking
Right.
with Cab for 20 years. Okay, and your point? He is
Right.
lying though. I really didn't steal that $20. Kev stole that $20. There ain't no way my bro wouldn't steal from me. See, when they got
Mhm.
that closed mindedness because it's group mentality, that's
Right.
not good.
No, like can be dangerous. But I guess I'll go ahead and pop up, start the topic on up. Hold on, I just try to check off these. Get my backup back in here.
And I do believe I agree with you. This thing, loyalty, this thing, THING, loyalty is a big problem. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it is. Yeah, it
Yes, it
is.
is. It's hold
It,
up.
it seems to me to be to the extremes. There ain't no middle ground. It's either you don't know how to be loyalty, you don't know how to have loyalty or be loyal,
Mm-hmm.
or it's the herd mentality loyalty where you're being loyal to the wrong thing for the wrong reasons.
Yep. Also got that entitlement mentality behind it too.
Exactly. That too.
Like, no, you must do this. This is what we supposed to do. We family. That's the famous one right there.
Yeah,
Blood
exactly.
is thicker than water. All
Mm-mm.
these sayings, man.
Right.
If y'all go off a bridge, I gotta go follow after because I'm loyal.
Y'all going off that bridge. I'm gonna run behind y'all because I'm gonna look to see if anybody, how many of y'all drowned as I look over the thing.
Hmm.
I ain't because
Same people with the you either with me or against me type people.
yeah, yeah.
That's the bully mentality. Leona, what's the deal? What's the deal, man?
Oh God. So
What you had up all day? What you end up getting into this Friday,
oh
man?
my God, I got some projects done today. So my business has these certain they're when I say fans, they're not the type of fans you think, like the fan you put in your living room or in the
Mm.
not that. They're they go in the windows to keep to circulate the air in spaces in the restaurant where the equipment, the compressors make it hot, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I got one put in the pantry because my freezers are in there, and got it nailed down and everything. So like you can't just come up and like raise the window and come take the fan out and come in there. And then I got
Right.
one put in my dish room, and so I got that project taken care of, and I got the pantry rearranged because I'm due for a restaurant inspection, and
What's the deal, Mark, man? How you feeling?
it's a deep cleaning thing that I got to do now. That means pull all the equipment away from the walls, sweep, mop, clean the window sills with the dead flies and whatnots. Even on the outside of the windows, you got to unlock the window and suck up all the dead flies that came in through the screens or whatever. So yeah, I've been working on that, and I was really proud of
Just
that.
got off. Oh yeah, working hard.
Yeah. So I was really proud of it. And I was gonna go cut the grass, but it sort of kind of started raining.
Mm.
So that was my next thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, let me see if Kev around. Show a shit. Ding dong.
Ding
Kev,
dong. You
I'm
know
in
I'm on
the
here
house.
Wednesday through Saturday.
Hey, is you let me ask you a question. Is you alpha male? Is
Nah,
you okay?
I don't do all that. No, I don't do all that. I ain't gotta. Even though I wouldn't even say it because I feel like them the fakest ones. They gotta say it.
So alpha
I'm
male.
in the middle. I'm a neutral person, man. I
Okay.
do
Do
I
you
I
know
do
him?
go for the like traditional marriages
No,
if I
no, no, no,
could.
no. What I was gonna say was there's a guy called Alpha
Oh, I know him.
Male on here. Are you familiar with him?
Yeah, I know him. Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I
What
don't know. I
what
can't get with him. The sort of yeah, they ain't my cup of tea. I know some of my fam they know him, but or some of my TikTok fam know him, but I can't get with him. Yeah, I've been seeing him and that one dude. They just be. I don't like the way they do their stuff over there, so I'd rather leave them alone.
right, Black Guru?
No, I
What
mess with Black Guru though a little bit, but they not. I don't think they as bad as Black. I mean, I think they worse than Black Guru because it be the him and this other guy named ARAK or something like
yeah,
that. They be
yeah.
jumping people and stuff. I'm like, bro, and
And
they be disrespectful, real disrespectful. So
right,
I can't do
right,
that.
right. And this is the thing. This is the thing. And I'm about to make a video, and oh my God. I'll share it with you if you want me to, because when I make it, they're gonna come for me. Because here's my problem.
Yeah, I don't want no parts of them. I'm just doing my
Who
thing.
who are we to tell somebody they need to lose weight? Who are we to tell somebody, F you because you don't want to agree to what I tell you need to do? Who are we to do this? But then in the same breath, want to say black men are destroying black women, but yet you're doing exactly that, or vice versa. He seems to only want to do it to females because he think they verbally can't express themselves, right? And so I'm about to make this video. I'm straight up about to make this video because, in my opinion, and I'm a comfort brother. You act like that because you got little dick energy. Period. Yeah, that's just where I'm going with it. You need to beat up on somebody. You need to beat up on somebody. So you sucker these women into your life to strip them down to mess with their heads. That's just crazy. I don't get it.
Mm. And some people just not even worth my time. I got my own little journey I'm doing. So I heard of the guy before. I seen him, whatever. I mean, he ain't my cup of tea. So like I said, I
I
got
got
people that
ladies.
mess with him and stuff. And I'm not really into his
360,
situation.
how you doing?
Girl, I'm resting and came in here
Man,
to
we're
get.
all surviving out here in these streets. I'm
Yep, I
telling
came in
you.
here to get
I
me
know
a
I
little.
seen you earlier, Kev. Everybody's been on different lives. Man, what I call it, I'm just gathering information.
Right. I
I
feel you
came
on
in here to get a little bit of a cool time down with Kev.
that. Hey, lovely. You
Exactly.
remember, lovely? You remember the person I said we
Yeah.
needed yesterday for when we was talking about the forgiveness stuff? I said
Uh,
that's the one that we needed right there. Everybody, we had a few stories that I was like, man, I wish she was here
exactly.
this time. Cause she was the one that came to my live the day before and stuff. But mm,
I
I
told
don't
him,
know.
I
But
said, you ain't gonna get me to change my mind, Kev.
I know
We
she
had
ain't
a little
changing her mind.
talk.
She's standing
We,
firm.
we had a little talk yesterday. He came in my live, and I told him, I said, but I'll come and be your crash dummy.
Nah, I ain't gonna do that. Like I said, it's gonna be the same situation with this. I rather if somebody like my thing is I'm not gonna force nothing on nobody. I could just only suggest what I feel is best for just humans in general or people in general and stuff. But my thing is like you will have to want it. If a person wanted it or wanted to break that chain, then I will try to help with the best way they can. But it's like ain't no point when somebody got their mind made up. You know what
But
I'm saying?
can
That's just
I ask
like me.
you
I'm
a
not gonna
question,
smoke a
though?
cigarette no matter if somebody gonna force it on me. You know.
hmm
Can I ask you a question, though, Kev? We
Well, that's
all
a.
reach our level of forgiveness our own way,
Right.
and do you think that's
hmm
right? And so that is the way I feel. I feel like I've reached my own level of, this ain't gonna bother me no more type thing. And one of the things we were talking about after you left, and they was waiting on you to come back, and several people had said they was waiting on you to come back because what maybe you don't understand. Some of us are real passionate about the way we feel. It's not like we're being like it's not like I'm giving you pushback. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, no, Kev, I'm not gonna. It's not that. It's I stand fast on um on my principles because
Right.
at the end of the day, I'm not losing sleep. I'm not every chance I get. I'm not. Well, my mom did this to me, Kev, and my mom. I don't even think about her.
hmm
I don't even think about her, and
Believe
because
me, I truly understand, man. Because you're not the first one I talked to about this. I'm literally tomorrow. I'm about to be on literally grudges forgiveness part 10. So I'm supposed to give to people. So I already know. I know the deal.
yeah, I mean, because
Well,
I'm
and I
good
always
with
think
it.
about that too. 60 is like even with what Kev and we've talked about months before. It's like you can't teach someone how to heal. They
Nope.
got to heal on their
They
own. You
got to,
can't teach someone
and
forgiveness. They got to
they gotta
know how
want
to
to.
forgive on their own. It's within their own time. Just like they made the bad choices, they got to make the good choices. You didn't tell them to make the bad choices just as much as you can't tell them how to heal from what they did. You know,
Right.
Exactly.
it's like people don't even know how to leave each other alone because they're so caught up in themselves. They're so focused on what other people are doing that they're discounting what they're doing.
Right.
Check this shit out. It's funny you should say that. I didn't even think about this until you just said it. So, me and my old girl wasn't getting along, right? And I was that person that my grandmama raised me that if you and Kev can't get along, you go live your life and let Kev go live his life. But she was that person. Like I remember my brother called me. He was a grown ass man in his 30s, and it was her birthday. And he called me, and it's like the phone rings, right? I say hello. That's what he's doing. So I had to wait for him to stop laughing. And then when he stopped laughing, I said, "What's up, little bro?" He said, "Our mama is mad at you." And I said, "For what?" And he said, "You didn't send her no birthday card. You didn't get her no birthday gift." And I said, "I ain't talked to her in 10 years. He said, "That's my point." He said, "When she come telling me, oh, this bitch, she ain't call me. She ain't do nothing." He said he looked at her and said, "After all the messed up stuff you did to her, you really expect her to give you a birthday card. As much as you destroyed her life, you really expect her to get you a birthday gift." Well, yeah, I expect it. Do is stay the hell out of your way. And what did she do? She gets on the phone and calls my job because she didn't get nothing for her birthday. Now, I ain't talked to her in 10 years and tried to get me fired. You stay away from people. You try to stay in your lane and avoid the crazy. And these people still come for you.
You know?
Hey, I had
The
to tell you
enemy will
something.
always attack.
You
The
know what,
enemy will
Kevin?
always attack.
What's up,
You had
man?
a talk show. You had a talk show a minute ago about people you locking everybody locking themselves in their room.
Hmm.
Remember that talk show
What's that?
about we locking ourselves in our room?
Mm.
You remember that? And I told you I still lock myself in my room because I don't trust. Remember that?
Yeah.
Guess what happened? Guess what happened?
What's the
Uh,
deal?
you know what had happened? One of my relatives, I posted on my page, right? One
Hmm.
of my relatives went in there and pew his father in the bed.
Oh
Now you see
my.
what I was talking about? Yes, it's on my page.
Mm.
Yes. Now you see what I was talking about? Yes, and I'm still gonna keep my door locked.
Well, a lot
Hmm.
of people don't realize that, even when you let people go because you know that they're not good for you, you still grieve. There's still a loss within you because you tried. You tried.
Mm.
And I go for
Well.
that because Kev, the one thing I will tell you, it's not like I didn't miss my mama. When Mother's Day rolled around, you know what went through my heart? God, I can't even buy this chick nothing. I can't even give her a card because I know she gonna act a hot mess. No matter what, I could buy her $1 million gold card. It ain't gonna be good enough. I could buy her the best gift she ever wanted. It ain't gonna be good enough. So my best bet is to stay off the radar. What they say, radio silence. And it hurts me
Yes.
like hell that I can't call her, wish her a happy Mother's Day without wondering what is she gonna do 2 weeks from now to me? What is she gonna do tomorrow to me? If I reach out and try to play nice, what is she gonna do? Well, I know that shoe is gonna drop. So after you get hit enough times, you know not to do it. So I'd rather stay off the grid with this chick than invite the drama and the chaos that I know comes with her being my parent. See? So don't think for a second I didn't want to reach out to her. I just learned that every time I did, because here's how it happened. I get one of them uncles or aunts that would call me up and they got that old people wisdom. Girl, you know you and your mama, you know y'all need to make and every time I did that and I listened to him. Yeah, you right, Auntie Joanne. I need to call her. And I would call her, and oh my God, the drama starts all over again. CPS shows up on my doorstep out of random. Whatever it is she thought she wanted to do, call the fire trucks and say, I got a fire at my house at 3 a.m., whatever. It was like she was so miserable, she couldn't stand it that I had this, I had a life. And she
Yes.
had to
You
keep the
know,
chaos going. And
you
that's
know,
why I backed off, Kev. I'm not a
you,
chaotic person.
Yeah.
exactly 60. And I think about this because if you look at different people on TikTok, different people on social media, or the people that you meet in real life, some people have their parents, some people don't. Or some people, they actually still exist. I lost my mom almost 15 years ago. It's like, but I know she died of a broken heart and she died of guilt. I don't get the chance to even be able to even have the opportunities that you're having. I don't even know what's worse.
My mother
Having to
dead
still
too. She
face
died
it.
in
And she
2020.
said hers passed away.
Yeah, she died in 2020 from COVID. And here was the
Oh,
crazy.
okay.
Here was the crazy. Let me show you how karma is, y'all, real quick. So she had a stroke. Wasn't debilitating forever. She had a stroke. My brother, because I'm the oldest, and then I got two brothers up under me. My brother up under me and my daughter hurry up and tricked her. And when I found out they was gonna trick her, I tried to warn her. I said, because she spent her whole life basically denying me, whatever. But my two brothers couldn't do no wrong in her eyes. And so the bottom line was, I called her up and I said, I called to tell you, I know I ain't talked to you in a couple of years, and you about to get out the hospital. I said, my because I don't want to. I think my daughter is on TikTok, and I think she's slinking around here, so we ain't gonna put her name out there. But I said so and so, and Charles, they plotting on you. Oh, that's my son. That's my heart. He won't do nothing to me. I said, whatever you do, try to get a nurse for your rehabilitation in your home. Do not let them put you in a nursing home. And once they put her in a nursing home, they tricked her. They called me and told me, don't tell her. Don't tell her we ain't never letting her out. And at the end of the day, once all those papers were signed, she was in a nursing home. It didn't take 2 years for her to waste away and die because she could not believe that they did that to her. And I asked my brother, I said, why did you put her? I said, why did you put her in a nursing home? He said, because that's the only way we can make sure she ain't causing no drama. They even took her back, but they never did. That's what they did to her. And even though all the crap she did to me, I still tried to warn her so she could not be tricked and put away like a prisoner. And nobody went to see her. All my uncles and aunts was calling me and saying, he put her so far out in a nursing home, don't no buses run there. It's a 6-hour drive there. Da-da-da-da. Look, I'm like, look, she said that's her heart. I'm sorry. Y'all talk to her heart. Because I didn't do it. But that's what her heart thought of her.
So no, I'm laughing at the comment. But yeah, yeah, let's go ahead and shift it over, man. That was that. Wow, that's wow. That's man. You be having some stories for sure. I mean, what some experiences, man. Oh my. Who was
Her
Kevin D,
her
man?
name speaks well. Your name speaks well, 60. I love it.
She didn't call. She didn't, Beauty done came up for her own name. What the heck is that? What's the
Well,
deal, OC man? How you feeling, man?
I'm
the
good. I'm
deal
good.
for my name, Kev, is this.
Ayo,
I'm 60
respectfully, the
years old
beauty.
and I'm blessed to
Ayo,
be.
beauty. You gotta add some commas. Cause I don't know where this stops and ends. Cause you know what I'm saying. People be writing and they forget to add commas and periods.
Hey, OC, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. How about yourself?
I'm doing good. I'm doing lovely. I'm doing lovely. Thank
Nah,
you.
I feel that. Nah, I'm just chilling right now.
Hey,
You know what
Pure
I'm saying. I'm
Beauty.
on this. No, I'm on this little detox drink. You know what I'm saying.
There you go. There you go.
Nah, that's a fact.
And
You
you
know
in
what
the
I mean.
detox live too. You know what I'm saying? You get to let off all that, the toxins and all that stuff.
Hey yo, bro, I was on live and I was like, hey yo, listen, I gotta step inside the office real quick.
Uh-oh.
You know what I'm saying? I had to let that out real quick.
Oh boy.
Have to let the impurities out.
What the impurities, man. Hey, we gotta do that every now and then, man.
Hold on.
But I thought I was out of
Hey,
time
when,
out,
when,
Miss
when you
Pure, man.
detox, when you detox and you fast from things, actually what you're trying to do is remove things from your life that you know you don't need. And that
Yeah, yeah.
includes people.
And what I don't need in my life is this poop. It gotta
Right?
come on. I mean, come, come on up out of there. You know what I mean? I
Mm.
just I just ordered some more water. Ordered some oranges, apples, some yogurt. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Nobody wants your faucet water.
This is not what the heck.
That water
Heck,
from
you
the
know, I'm scared. I'm
faucet.
living in Detroit. I can't drink that water too close to Flint.
Word. If you leave your water in the cup for too long, you're gonna see brown stuff on the bottom.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. It's that
Yep.
Aquafina, man.
Mm-hmm.
Now then,
You know
someone's
what I'm
saying to
saying?
wash your hands. Wait, hold on. Hold on. That's Aquafina?
I mean, what is this? No,
Yeah.
Absol Pure.
Well, look at like smart water. Why
Wait,
do
hold
they
on.
call
She
it
said
smart
she
water?
drank. She said I drink. Oh nah, I gotta go. She said she drink faucet water.
Now, that's how you don't get pure.
That's wild.
She need to detox after that.
That's
Not the
wild.
faucet water.
Hey, when we were kids, we used to drink out the hose.
Yeah, that was kids. Now,
Yeah, we were
now
kids.
of
We
course,
learned. We learned.
lovely. That's when you lived in the 30s. We're not in the 30s anymore. You know what I'm saying?
My,
I mean, this is 2023. They put chemicals in everything.
Oh yeah, very much of them.
speak your truth,
Yo,
beloved.
speak,
My,
speak. What's up? Wait, what?
I have a well where I live
Wait,
at.
Hey,
wait, hold
speak.
on. Wait, hold on. Wait, I don't speak. Now, what's going on, bro? Who? I
Hey,
don't.
speak.
Yeah, I'm so lost.
it look like
Because you're detoxing.
No. He said, Mr. Clouds. I don't know what that means.
There's a guy that Clouds Uncut or something. Maybe he thinks you
No,
know.
I know who Clouds is, but I just didn't know what that meant. That's why I was saying that. I'm a little lost. I'm lost in the sauce. That's all.
ain't I
So,
talking about?
OC,
I
did
remember.
you take meat? Did you take meat completely out of your diet? Are you detoxing off meat too?
Not really. I mean, I don't really eat meat like that. And I mean, now I'm not saying I don't consume it because I do, but it's
Mm,
not like a regular thing. You know what I'm saying? I would say for these past 2 weeks, I've literally, and I don't care what anybody thinks of this. And I mean, I don't care if there's nutrition in here. You could kick rocks too. But for the past 2 weeks, I've really been eating rice cakes, yogurt, water, fruit, peanut butter, and jelly.
mm. You know what that? Who was that
Do
one
you
girl that
feel
published
better?
it? Is that a
Do you feel
childish?
better
She said
even
it was a
after two
childish meal.
weeks?
No. I mean, I'll let you know after these 2 weeks because I'm doing this detox these next 2 weeks. So no, I'll let you know. Hold on, I gotta check my grocery order. Hold on.
What's the deal? In his lives. I think a lot of my family
Yep,
in there.
my groceries here. I'll be right
Yeah,
back.
me too.
I guess I get this topic started. We on 3,000, man.
Mm-hmm.
Let me chill. Dang.
So
$3.8.
loyalty.
Nah,
Ooh,
yeah. That
loyalty.
wasn't gonna get too far anyways. I don't be doing that stuff anyway. But how you feeling, man, dog? I know I seen you, you probably never seen me before, but I seen your lives a lot, man. You got some decent lives, you know. I know if you know Kanai and all them, I know you part of the fam if you know them. I know pretty sure you might know Lovely and all them too. But I'm gonna go ahead and start the topic on up, man. We done talked about 14 different things before we even get to this
For
thing
real.
about this thing. My man came up with the laugh. He called me on girl with it. How you feeling, man?
Listen, man, I'm chilling. Respectfully, I ain't gonna bring no chaos in your life. I know
Oh,
I'll be bringing
please,
up some
please
random
don't
shit.
do me like
It's
that,
just
man.
because I see somebody in the guest box. I'm like, yo, what happened the other day?
Oh yeah,
Because
yeah. I
OC
already
was in the
know.
live last night, so that's why I was asking him. He know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
But I ain't
OCE
gonna bring that in.
always
I ain't gonna
in
bring that in here.
trouble.
Loveliness, what's going on, Miss Lady?
Hey,
Yeah,
speak. Hey, speak. I see you. I see you.
that's why. Yeah,
I'm here for the green screen. I ain't here for no chaos. I'm gonna let that shit go.
let's get. I like that. I'm gonna
Loveliness, I
start
just got
saying it.
7 day earlier a few hours ago when I was about to end my 2 hour live. They 7 day me again.
Oh,
It
oh
keep
my! I was
Oh,
about to
happening.
say why your.
what?
I was about to
But
say why your
I
loveliness,
was
y'all
in
know
your
coach you
me.
live
on now. Why
Y'all
earlier.
your
know me.
profile?
That same live, they 7 day me when I was about to click in. It keep happening, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm used to it. You know me. And I just hit
Mm-hmm.
5,000 followers, so I don't give a
I was just
fuck.
about to say your following. I'm like, hold on, your following that small because I know I think I'm following one of your pages.
This is my like
Back up.
blog,
Okay.
crystals wellness page, but my other page literally just hit 5,000 followers today,
Mm-hmm.
finally. So I don't give a
Everybody
fuck.
getting towed up this week.
I'll
I'm
be back.
scared now. I'm getting scared because Kana, she done lost
Hey,
her page.
hey,
What's
you
his
know, every time
Wolf?
I went live, I got blocked. I got blocked for seven
He
days,
said,
and I've only been live twice.
wow. Yeah,
Oh
my
yeah,
stuff.
because
I've been
Kana
all
had that
together.
page 2.0. Yeah. She got the other John, but
Yeah.
I think she got two, but I think
And she
one of
got
them
two.
got
Yeah.
permanently banned. I don't know if that's what you're talking about, but yeah, it happened to us all the time, man. We all in tune with the same kind of conversation,
Mm-hmm.
accountability. But you know, people be in their feelings, try to come for us on this shit. That shit don't even work, man. And I'ma just
Right.
land here. Everybody know I got caught up in some
Yo,
bullshit last month, and I gained
Mhm.
3,000 followers since then, man. I don't give a fuck. I'm chilling.
Right. I feel you on
I'm
that,
chilling.
man. I got
what's
three
good,
pages
Sleep? How you
myself.
feeling?
I'm drunk. I need another drink, but it's fine. I'm having a good time. God damn it.
It's Friday.
Respectfully.
It's
At least he's
Friday.
honest.
There we go.
So,
That's that second part.
so I just ordered, I ordered three. Yo, carrying them cases of water took the wind out of me. So I ordered
You breathing hard,
Nah,
OC.
three.
you need to
You're
tell
breathing
them to come
hard.
upstairs with the water. You need to tell them to come upstairs.
That was that fart noise I heard. What the heck?
Huh?
I heard a fart noise.
Oh, no, no, no. I ordered 3 32 ounces of yogurt, so that's gonna last me the rest of this month. I ordered two more cases of water. I ordered some apples, um, some breakfast burritos, so I don't gotta worry about making stuff. I could just pop one in the air fryer and I'm Gucci. So yeah, I'm good.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
good for the rest of the month.
See, that's what you call working smarter, not harder. He's good for
No,
30
that's a fact.
days on a minimal level.
Bro,
No,
if I
fact.
start
Yeah,
seeing
nah,
OC taking pictures and stuff, I know something up, dog.
big
Look at
facts.
me. Keep my name out your mouth.
Like to see. Now, me can see this right here. This is what time is it? Okay, 7:21. This is probably the only thing I'm gonna eat. Nami for the rest of the night. These Nami these bag of rice cakes, and I'm gonna drink some water. But that's
Oh
about
man.
it.
So,
I know them things
aside
nasty.
aside from feeding yourself different things that are better for you, what do you do physically? Are you in the gym, or like is there something physical that
No,
you're
I'm
doing
not. Nami,
too?
I'm not going to the gym.
Oh,
Nami
okay.
80. Nami 80% of any kind of like change or weight loss or whatever is done in the kitchen. Um,
Right,
But
right.
yeah, yeah, that other 20 is in the let me in gym. I mean, I'm moving, a whole lot more. You know what I'm saying? But as far as like wasting my
Good.
money to go to the gym now, we don't
Nah.
do that no more.
A lot of stuff you can do at the crib
Nice.
anyways. I do everything at my
Yeah.
crib. I got everything.
I have a home gym here where
Yeah, I
I
got a
live.
lot.
OC, can I ask a question?
Now what's that?
Why the peanut butter and jelly? I mean, I get the peanut butter is protein, but what's the deal with the jelly?
Because well, I have peanut butter, not jelly.
Well, that's true. That's true. I do.
So he want a
I'm a
little bit of
big,
flavor. He ain't trying
yeah.
to.
It's a little sweet. It's like a little treat, you
Yeah,
know.
Mm.
yeah, yeah. It's a
You know
little
what's
treat
funny?
thing,
I just
you know.
got some Uncrustables today, and I thought about that as I
Oh, them
just
things
got
be
some
hitting.
But
Uncrustables.
can I? Do you do? In asking you this next question, do you know how to cook?
I do, but I don't.
Okay, so let me ask this. And because you're on this journey, I run a cafe, and
Hmm.
I everything I cook is home cooked,
Hmm.
and I try to cut out as much processed crap as possible.
Right.
So your burritos, I'm assuming they're processed food.
Well, I mean, of course, anything, regardless, even if it was vegan, it's still processed.
Right. Okay. So if I
Balance.
sent you a recipe, a quick recipe that could show you how to make your own burritos and freeze them and get a healthy meal other than that processed crap, are you open to that since you're on this journey?
I mean, yes and no. Um, yes, because I know that would be way better than buying it at the store, and I'm all about that. No, because I don't see myself actually like taking time out to do that.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Where
That's the
OC's coming
problem.
from, because if you
That's the
think about
problem.
it,
I want to
when
respond
you,
to that.
oh,
Let me go.
Now, go ahead, loveliness. Say what you say. You know, ladies go first. I want
yeah,
to respond to that.
I love what OC is saying. It's like you gotta take. It's like baby steps. If you try to do it all at once, it becomes overwhelming. You know, it's like the fact that you're making those changes, the fact that you're trying to make those maneuvers to adjust your life to actually make changes with what you consume. you can't do it all at once, and maybe that will be the next step
It's a baby
where you
step.
start making your own meals. Yeah, it's the baby steps. It's the baby steps. A lot of times we tend to put so much on our plate. Our expectations of ourselves sometimes are way too high.
That's a fact. It takes, I think, by way of science, like 20 days, 21, something like that, to get accustomed to something. I don't know how dedicated you've been to that. Yet, with all that said, in your schedule, let's say you take a Saturday in the middle of the afternoon, 2 hours, cook whatever the hell you gonna cook. Let's say you do I'm talking about a meal plan. Let's say if you just boil some chicken and make some greens, like you unfreak well, whatever the hell you do. Make some greens and chicken for 2-3 hours and schedule it till you make enough chicken and greens for 7 days. Go to the 99-cent store, take them little the plates that they give you in the Chinese store. You can buy $1 of them shits. I think it even come to 15 of them shits. You do that shit for 2 hours, you set for lunch for a week. You got the burritos already. That's your breakfast. For dinner, you make some other shit. It's that simple. But in your head, you got to think on this specific day, I want to plan for the next 7 days. So I don't even have got to hit the kitchen. Because that's lazy, but also being thinking smarter in terms of what I said earlier, right? Like this should be simple, but because of our minds, our conditioning, and what society is telling us, and commercials and all this bullshit is in our face. So you'll be in the house thinking, yo, let me go to McDonald's or Uber Eats this shit. Yeah, you could take a half an hour and cook the same exact shit that you about to Uber Eats and save 1/5 or 4/5 of the money. But because conditioning makes you say, fuck this, I don't want to get up for 30 minutes. That's lazy shit. But in terms of whatever you're doing, be willing to do the work, if you get what I'm saying.
So,
Be willing to do the work.
I mean, so I'm gonna respond to that. Um, Now, right? Damn, these things is good, right? And I'm not gonna lie.
Sounds like you're eating
Speaking
grapes.
of,
I heard
he
this nigga
munching on some
burping
salty
everything.
ass shit right now. He
Nah,
munching
that's a
on some
fact.
bullshit.
So, I mean, so look, so here's my thing, right? Um, I've done this way too many times, right? In
Yo,
in
me
my
too,
lifetime,
champ.
right?
Me too.
So being somebody that's always been big, right? And also being somebody that lost damn near all the weight at one point and kept it up for a while. I know how I work. Also, right? I understand taking the time to cook that whatever is I mean you know what's in it, etc. etc. It's better for you and stuff like that. I'm operating in I'm operating in a way that's good for my schedule right now. You know what I'm saying? And for my
Yes.
schedule right now, I mean, operating in that means okay, buying these breakfast burritos, so I don't gotta worry about that. I could just pick that up, and do whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting 2 weeks worth of detox. Drinks. So I know for a meal out of the day, I'm substituting it for this drink that's gonna do what it needs to do. So it's like how I'm doing the things, I'm doing it in the ways that is good for my schedule right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm doing
I,
it.
I got you.
Well,
So I
it's
want to
like,
say this. Hold on, lovely, this real quick. So while I'm on water, drink more green tea. If you drink coffee, put lemon juice in your coffee. Watch how much more weight you're gonna drop. And I get now I understand it's because of your schedule. That make perfect sense. More lemon juice, more when you wake up
mm-hmm,
first thing in the morning, water, warm water and lemon juice. That's the first thing you drink when you wake up. Within an hour, if you feel hungry, eat something. You're gonna shit your brains out, bro. I'm gonna just put that out there. And I'm gonna land here. I
You
intermittent
forgot to
fast.
tell him to get
I
some
don't eat
tissue.
now today. Yeah. I don't eat until damn near 3 in the afternoon on a daily basis. I've conditioned my body over years not to need so much food because that's what the training I did mentally. I don't need to eat. Even though, for example, I'm drinking right now, which is actually toxic as fuck. But I ate something hours ago. So I'm fine. I'm not tipsy drunk to where My liver is hurting me, for example, but I'm mindful of what I'm doing, if you get what I'm saying. My body is conditioned this way. So again, more water, more lemon juice especially, and that's it.
Mm.
Well, and it's like what OC is doing. It's like you have to give back to you. You have to do something for you that you know is going to work for you. It kind of goes back to loyalty, like what Kev has on this topic. When you think of loyalty, sometimes you have to be loyal to yourself.
I
You
like
got
how
to
you
be
brought
loyal
it.
to yourself
I like
first.
how you brought it back. I like how you brought it back.
Right. It was,
Nah, but yo,
oh.
listen. Oh, I mean, yo, I appreciate, I mean, everything you said. Yo, honestly,
Man,
everything that,
fuck
I mean,
loyalty.
and it's good actually to hear it from somebody
There
else.
we
But
go.
I know all of that. You know what I'm saying, with the water and all. Bro, I got a case of 48. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I know it all. I'm just saying I know how my body is. Now, I
Hmm.
mean, like I've
Mm-hmm.
done this way too many times not to know how to
Right.
do it again. You know what I'm
I
saying?
was just about
So
to say, if you did it
Mm-hmm.
already, you did it already. You know you already. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You gotta know you, and it's almost like you're building this like that new discipline within yourself. It's like if you can't, you gotta discipline yourself.
bad. It's like it's like no, right? That I have now man, I'll be like, damn, I got money in my account. You know what? Let me get some Chipotle. Nah, bro. No matter now matter of fact, I just bought some apples. Let me just eat the apple. You know what I mean? So I go ahead and
That
have
just
the
sound
apple.
bold.
Hmm.
I ain't gonna lie. Go from Chipotle to apples, but it's right.
No facts, but it's like you really don't want that Chipotle, bro.
Right.
Now you really don't.
Oh, I get you. I
I
get you.
do.
You
Yeah,
fixed your appetite up for it. That's what
I
it
want the
is.
Chipotle.
exactly.
I want the rice and beans. I want that chicken. I want the pork. I eat swine. Fuck what you talking about, sir.
Wait. Hold on. You said you eat pork?
Yes.
Oh nah, bro.
Yes.
I can't. Yo, I'm not listening to anything else you say about Hush, bro.
He spoke too
Nah,
much
you
truth.
can't do that, bro. Listen. If you looked at me right now in person versus where I was 2 months ago in loveliness, you know what I'm talking about. I was at a point where I wasn't eating at all because of personal situations. I done lost so much weight, but I'm fine because I'm used to conditioning by way of my mind of not needing food. That's a mental
Mm.
thing when it comes to food or what you intake, right?
Not
So yeah, I'm gonna let you respond to that, but I want to get to the green screen because I see what y'all did there. Y'all
yeah,
laughing.
not
I
needing
ain't catch
food.
that. Don't do that to me, goddammit.
Yeah,
But I'm gonna
yeah,
get to the
not
green
needing
screen.
food. I mean,
We
not
try,
needing
we
like
try, we try.
I get where you coming from. Like literally, like sometimes, sure, I be going eating one meal. I mean, the whole day, and the next time I eat is the next
Hmm.
afternoon. Um, but consuming swine is something totally different, bro. That's something totally different.
Listen, you ain't about to judge me. Fuck that. I love me some pork. I love me. I love me go. I love to go with some pork. Me, because again, I'm Latino, so I'm Honduran, I'm Central American, so I'm used to that. Like our people on the law pigs, and we do all that shit, so that's part of our diet. With that
I
said,
know,
I
but bro,
understand. If
I'm
you was
Asian,
Muslim,
bro.
I
Is you
get it.
being loyal?
If you
I mean, I'm,
if you
I
was
mean,
You just
I'm
said
Muslim,
our
I
Asian,
get
people.
bro.
it.
I mean,
But with that
Loyal to
said,
I'm
what?
Asian.
Loyal to what?
but with that said, I'm gonna get back to the green screen. Loyalty is not a problem. People confuse loyalty over respect. Loved it as you was in my lives weeks ago when I had this topic on my green screen, right? Me being
Hmm.
as who I am because of where I'm from as a black man, and I understand street code. Loyalty is valuable subjectively, as is respect given the situation. For example, I'm gonna try to be short. I'm gonna use two examples. Me, I'm loyal to being in a position where I'm earning income. So if I take a job, I'm not loyal to the employer. I'm loyal to being in a position where I could earn a paycheck, be respected, and get respect because I'm good at my job and I'm a stand-up man. But if you think you're my supervisor and you're gonna talk to me like if I'm a child, I'm going to lose respect for you and you're going to get another side of me. But because I'm a master of my job or position, because I made the choice to take that job, you have to respect me as a man. Just because you're a supervisor don't mean you're going to degrade me or speak down on me because I'm respecting you as my supervisor or employer. Moreover, in real street code, I'm not talking about relationships. If we in the streets, let's say you a street vendor, and y'all know what I'm talking about. A person will be loyal to where they get their source from, everything or everything else, because it's a discount, being that they're a street vendor. But they don't respect this person, if you get what I'm saying. However, on the opposite side, if you in gang culture, somebody who's coming up in the gang needs to earn their respect so that they can get loyalty by the gang so that they can be somebody in that gang. So that's three different like sides of it if you just heard what I said. But when a relationship, I'm a
No, no.
land here. It's different if a woman is speaking on this topic because emotionally they see things by way of love or their heart. But a man in a relationship thinks logically. So for me, loyalty over respect, but it's subjective. I feel like I just gave 4 examples. If y'all said a
So
lot, I'm a
I
little
get,
no,
smack, but I'm
I
a
get
I
it.
land.
hear you
Yeah,
speak.
yeah, yeah.
So let's get the etymology definition of loyalty, because a lot of people don't even know the definition
I
of
look
what
both of them
loyalty
up.
means. Fidelity, legitimacy, honesty, good quality. True or faithful in allegiance. You're like you're legitimate. It's a legitimacy. So it's like, if now that we know what loyalty is,
Fallible,
you can
like
be
not
loyal.
questionable
You
kind of thing. I got you.
Yeah, you can be loyal to a person, but you can also be loyal to your job. You can be loyal to your career. You can be loyal to everything. So where does loyalty? I don't know. Like what you're saying, Kev, is like this thing. Loyalty is a big problem today. Is maybe because people don't understand the word
No, I'm gonna
loyalty.
explain it. I just want to get all y'all to get it on out.
Yeah.
You'll see what I'm talking about.
So is loyalty? Respect is earned, but is loyalty earned, or is
Some
it
people
already
was born
lying
into
within
it
you?
too. So I don't
Yeah,
know about it being earned though. So
That's what I'm talking about, boss. In terms of gang culture or street culture, depending on how you see, well, more so gang culture or brotherhood, you're born into that, so you have to abide by those rules.
family.
That's why I gave the 4 examples. So it's different depending on how we speaking on it.
right,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So anybody
right.
else? Who next? Before I go. Like,
Rapping.
what you got for us
Hey,
then? Between you and
OC,
Leon, wait.
what are your views on loyalty, OC?
How he
While you
loyal to
munch on
that
them
fry he
grapes.
eating over there?
Nah, facts. Hey, yo, I'm almost to the last piece, bro.
Yo, he was chomping on that shit.
Boy.
Make sure we can all hear it. He chomping.
Hey, bro, I'm almost. I'm almost on the last piece. But loyalty. How I feel about loyalty, bro? I feel like I, I feel like loyalty is. I don't know. I feel like loyalty is dead, bro. I feel like
Hmm.
people don't have the concept of what loyalty means. Anymore. You know what I'm saying? Um, and that goes for friends, family, street culture, business, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel, and like mind you, like I'm cool with a lot of people outside this app, and I'm cool with some people in this app, even outside this app. And I can say right now, a few of them that I'm noticing is like, bro, like, okay, cool, all right, cool. So I come here all the time. Me and you, Kev, we have rapport. We may not agree on everything. You know what I'm saying? But whatever. When I'm here, I have a loyalty to you to be respectful. Even if sometimes get triggered and go off on somebody, I'm like, yo, listen, my bad, bro. I didn't mean to do that, da da da, whatever, and I drop. but I have a loyalty to you because you have never crossed me in that way. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, they don't have that understanding, right? I mean, they insert themselves with individuals and they play this part. Um, and when they play this part, whenever they get to a point where what what they needed or wanted out of you in that moment is not given, that's when they show who they truly were,
Right.
like from the jump. You know what I'm saying?
Uh,
And that right there is loyalty, bro. And I mean, it's straight up loyalty because I'm not about to come to your face and act like we all buddy buddy and all, I mean, all that stuff for what? That don't make no sense. It's crazy. So loyalty does not live here. You know what
Mm.
I'm saying? I'm not saying here like with me, but with other people, I don't think they truly understand the meaning of loyalty. Now loyalty is Kev saying, "Hey yo, OC, right? Hypothetically, hey yo, OC, can I hold $1?" Right? And I give him $1. I don't think nothing about it,
Yeah.
right? I don't think nothing about it because I already know
Oh, pound
whenever
time.
Kev does what he needs to do, he's gonna run me that dollar. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna just go and do my thing and not even think about it. That to me is an example of like loyalty. Now I mean
Mm.
I'm now I mean Kev now I mean because if Kev then sees me struggling and he just looks like damn, I'm, you know what I'm saying? I don't feel like letting this go. That's not loyalty.
Right.
Yo, that's deep. Real quick, Leona, stop liking the live. You in the guest box, you're spamming the live. Only the people in the comments should be tapping the screen.
Ayo speak,
That's probably why his numbers is not going up because you in the guest box liking.
you
So
know
that's just a quick plug-in. Yeah.
now I mean you know she does that because she drinks tap water.
That fluoride.
Right,
God.
right, right.
stop it.
Yeah, I be hearing that.
Stop.
I don't
Yo,
know.
that's foul.
It be,
Not
No,
funny.
it
I've
be.
I've heard that multiple times. I've heard that
I
multiple
heard it, but
times.
I still see his numbers go up, believe it or not.
Yeah, I was about to say,
Hey, you
yeah,
know
it
what,
don't, yeah, it
Leona?
don't matter to
You
But
know
me
what,
for real
Leona?
though.
And
trust me,
Speak
watch this. Once you
Speak called
stop,
me out on this
give it a
before.
few minutes. Watch these numbers go
Yeah,
crazy. But because you here, look, it just
I've
jumped to
been called
somebody
out on
else.
that,
Give it
being
time.
in the
If you let it
box
live
and liking
and
on
let the
this.
let it sit for a few minutes, watch the numbers go up. Because the platform think that you a robot, literally.
You
Because
know
you
Okay.
in
what?
the
I did.
live and
It did.
you,
You know
yeah.
what? And that's why
But
my
it
numbers.
depends on people's platform. Yeah.
Yeah,
But it's
my
habit,
numbers been going
Leona.
up, and I was wondering why. And they told me I was tapping too long.
Mm.
That's
So,
what I
so you
mean.
said just don't do it in the box,
Yeah,
right?
Well,
stop
Yeah,
doing
I'm
it
gonna
not
in the
go
while you're
around.
in the
box.
I'm gonna get out the
box.
box.
Yo,
Yeah,
listen,
because I
if
couldn't
eight
tell if that was a
people
myth or not.
if
It kept
eight people
switching
were
and
the
stuff.
only
So,
ones in the live and they like this live 7,000 times, the platform
hmm.
is gonna pick up a robot. Because we know
Oh, okay,
technology
makes
is
sense.
real and there's people in China or across the seas literally going in people's lives, spamming, writing bullshit in the comments to flag people on purpose. And it's real humans. Look, it just went to 12. The minute I say stop, look, this is what I mean. You're spamming
Yeah,
the live.
yeah,
That's
you
what I'm
right. Because I
saying.
be saying yo
Yeah.
loud, so I got to take note. I'm like, okay,
So
Leola,
only
yeah,
the people in the comments should be tapping the screen, not the
Leola,
people
can
in
I
the
give you
guest
some
box.
advice?
30 minutes. Everybody can't sit this
no,
shit and sit in here and like the live 10,000 times. That's spam.
mm.
Leola, can I give you some advice? Um,
Yes.
do me a favor and stop drinking that tap water, please.
Oh no! When I
Which
go
one
home, I'm
worse,
gonna
the
get my
tap
bottled
water or
water
the
again.
bacon?
I'm not at home, and I can't get no water down here.
That's crazy. So that means you still gonna drink it.
I ain't got no choice.
What you
I'm
mean?
stuck over here.
What
I ain't got no car.
What you mean? You live on a farm?
No, I'm stuck down here in Virginia.
Oh, yeah,
I
you
couldn't
still
make it
stuck
back
out
home.
there? Mm.
Yes, we driving home tomorrow.
Uh, they don't have DoorDash?
I don't do DoorDash.
Nah, just do DoorDash to get some real water.
I don't do DoorDash.
Hey, all right, cool. Hey, if you want to put fluoride and metals up in your body, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I
At
gotta do
least
what I gotta
Hey,
drinking
do. I
out
don't
the
want.
fountain.
I
Wait,
gotta
who's
do what I
filing
gotta
their
Somebody,
do.
nails?
somebody
Who's
Hey,
filing
scratching
their
it. What the heck
nails?
is that?
Somebody filing their nails.
I don't know what
So
the
I
heck
want
that
to I
was.
want
What
to
the freak?
respond to what OC said in terms of loyalty on this app.
Mm.
Yeah, good, bro.
So listen, man, people done bought me to the beef talk, to fake beefs on TikTok side of the game. People done plugged me in as to this whole world that I didn't know nothing about. With that said, I agree with what OC said. There is selective loyalty or selective fake loyalty given the circumstance. For example, I'm gonna be quick. A lovely list. You one of my mods. You have been a subscriber since fucking February. I can say. Tell me why when you jump in my lives, nobody else outside of you who used to be my mods or used to come in the lives are in the live with you anymore. That's a clear example of people being selective given the circumstance as to who they give their energy to. Fuck a loyalty. Fuck that conversation. But on this app,
So
people
that's
pick and
where Lovely
choose.
been at. So she
Hold
unloyal
on.
with me to go.
Hold on, hold
Oh, that
on.
makes
Wait a
sense.
hold on,
minute.
She
hold on.
just
Don't
No,
go
no, no, no,
there,
unloyal
hold on, hold
Kev.
on. Let
So
me
we
land, let me
Do
breaking the
land, let
not
me
go
land,
loyalty
let me
there,
because
land.
Kev.
Nah,
I
Do
unloyal
lovely,
not
to
slow
go
my
down,
there,
love.
man.
Kev.
Sure.
Cause
Okay, we
hey,
getting
Listen,
somewhere
y'all
now.
know
So
what
I'm glad I'm
y'all know
talking
why
about
I
this.
work like
So no, I'm
16
talking junk.
hour
I don't care. I
days.
don't care.
well, hold on, hold
You
on,
all
hold on.
know
Let
why
me
I
I
land
don't
work
my
like
care,
plane.
man. I'm
16
talking
hour
junk.
days.
Let me
Like
let
I
me
know you
land.
are. I know you are.
Listen, as long as you cater to somebody's feelings on this app, or as long as you're entertaining them for what they want out of you, some people would choose to fake be loyal to you.
Right.
Outside of that, lovely list, you done heard me give a lot of people the smoke in terms of or be Thanos, the nickname they gave me recently. You done heard me give people Thanos energy when they disrespect me as a host or when they bullshit in my comments or green screen. You done heard it. However, when some of my mods or the people who've been following me for 3 months, I'ma say, I don't know if y'all can hear me still, because there's this asshole on a motorcycle. He ain't an
Oh,
asshole, but
I'm about to say,
we
I
in
thought you
Brooklyn.
did that
He
in
wildin'.
show talk real quick.
But
That was
but
going
but
right with it.
there's people, because I pulled the phone closer, y'all probably can hear me. There's people who pick and choose how much energy or loyalty they want to give you based off of how you treat them. But once you
Mm,
have a
right. That
disagreement with
makes
them,
sense.
they'll selectively decide, man, fuck you. I done had, let me say, 5 moms go on my comments, or excuse me, in my inbox and write, yo, speak, fuck you, you got an ego now. But before, they were cheerleaders, so-called, because the energy wasn't given to them. But once I call them out and say, you did some bullshit, now I'm fake, now I'm problematic, now I'm all this bullshit. Yet, when there was other people in the guest box, you were cheering that shit on. That's the selectivity that people have in their psyche on this app. And for me, that speaks to people's character. In real life, I inbox people. Yo, what's the issue? What happened? Talk to me. I'm listening because I rock with you. I say that all the time. I fuck with you. For example, on my Speaking Truth Beloved page, I'm going to land here. There's under 175 people I follow on that page. 90% of those people, I'm always in their guest box or in their comment section because I follow their platform. I support them, whether or not it's dark comedy, whether or not I support the messaging, but it's their energy. I am loyal to the fact that they are who they are. If we have an issue, inbox me or pull me in your guest box and say, speak, you did some whack shit, I don't fuck with that. And then we can
Right.
talk as adults. However, they ain't gonna do that. They gonna block you. They gonna drop you from the
Oh, fuck. What?
page. They gonna put on a show just for their platform to get numbers. Then you go to
Mm.
somebody else's page, like I did yesterday. Yo, fuck this motherfucker, because I dropped my beard. I got smoke for you now, randomly. Fuck you. That person will not go in that guest box because they got new beef for somebody else. Because this person is not loyal or they fake as fuck. And I'm
Right.
gonna
Facts.
land there. Fuck them.
I run into
So
that.
Fuck
look,
these motherfuckers.
just to add to what Speak said, right? And it's crazy that he said that, right? Because we were having this conversation on my joint yesterday about like friendships made on this app. Now,
Yeah, you was on a live
now,
yesterday with Mike, and I jumped in, and then my phone started to freeze, so I didn't
hold
know. But I let you land.
on. I mean, not that one. it was a different live that was on my page, um, and talking about friendships that being made on here, and I was like, I never came on here to make friends. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Hmm?
maybe when I first started 3 years ago, because I was getting my feet wet. I didn't know what was up, da da da. But for the past 2 years, nah, I ain't come here to make friends. Organically, right? I met some cool people who I started talking to all like off of this app. So this is where the loyalty, I mean, comes in, right? So there was this situation. Um, it was with now we all know Bam, you know what I'm saying? But it was with his girl. I was on her page. Another girl disrespected me, so I went off on her. Bam's girl went crazy, called me out of my name, called me a B, called me this, just went crazy, bro. And I'm just saying that I'm still going back and forth with Shorty. And you know how I move, Kev. If somebody disrespect me, I'm going off. I I never called out her name, nothing. But now I'm sitting there, I'm like, wait, hold on. And this is what we spoke about in the live yesterday. I was like, wait, you used to be on my panel. I mean, she used to be on my panel every single time, like we had a live. She was my moderator, all of this stuff, right? But you let because you want to be in your feelings, whatever. I mean, so that deems it okay for you to now all of a sudden, quote unquote, somebody you used to call a friend or brother, I mean, whatever. Now it's okay to call him out his name. Make that make sense, bro. This is why. This is why. You know what I'm saying? On here, it's like I'm keeping you not at arm's length. It's like 20 broomsticks length away. You know what I'm saying? I'm being cautious. You know what I mean? Because even somebody even somebody that been rock with you for a while, trust me, they will turn, bro. That's a fact. Loyalty, especially on this app, does not exist, bro. At all.
I didn't
Yo,
already
that's
know
a
that
funny
happened to me
ass
a few
analogy.
Hey,
But
times.
OC,
host, real
I
quick,
love how
host, I
you
want to hear
said,
what you got to say on the green screen. But go ahead, lovely, let's, because homie been holding out. I actually want to hear what he want to say.
no,
But I'm
Kev
listening.
always does
Go
that.
ahead,
Go
lovely, listen.
ahead, lay it in, Kev. Lay it in, Kev.
Lay it in. That's what she
I
said.
can hold
All
my
right, but
pen.
I guess I go ahead. But yeah, I feel all what y'all talking about because I literally was just going. I went through that stuff, and it's gonna keep happening. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing is, a lot of people don't like my messages. Well, they don't like some of my messages. They only hear if I make them feel good. That's what I notice and stuff. And some of the times it's if I kick it with some people, they don't like that or whatever. But I mess with everybody on here. I'm literally like a neutral type guy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not about to have nobody sit here and tell me who I can mess with or not because I'm getting information from everybody because I'm that type of person or whatever. But it's just people gonna be them. At the end of the day, you either here for me or you here for or you just here just to it's something about me that you here for. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, so I ain't got time for trying to worry if somebody whatever. I ain't come here to make friends. I just came on here to help people. That's all I did. So it is what it is. And like I said, but let's go. I'm gonna go and hit this topic though. So this thing, loyalty is a big problem today. AKA, we know the ride or die, or you either with me or against me type people. You know, all that situation, right? And then I add that little tiny word. I feel like honesty is more important than loyalty. So the reason why I say that is because
Oh,
just
I didn't
like,
see that. I didn't
yeah, I
see
put it
that
real tiny
before.
too.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I
He
see
always
what you
throws
did
it in
there.
there.
Oh,
Yes,
now he
sir.
copying me. He copying the way I do my stuff. That's crazy.
I know. I think you'll be red and I'm not about to trigger you or something like that. You do be doing. So I forgot. You made me thought about that. You do something like that too, though. Actually, that came at the last second when I was about to just post it. I'm like, let me hurry add this because it was just the top part. But so the reason why I said this, right? Because just like y'all said, it's like the way people using it, right? And then people is only, they feel like they got to connect with people, the blood are thicker than water type situation. Like they even like they put up with. The reason why I say that is because people be like loyalty. When you look at the definition, they literally say you sticking with a person, good or bad. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not with that situation. Like if somebody got a negative behavior, I'm at this point like I'm checking it. You know what I'm saying? I don't care who you is, if you family or not. Some people be so loyal they would not say anything, right? They would back a person up too, which I figure is kind of dangerous. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we be taking up for um it's even like, oh, this isn't my culture and all this stuff, so I gotta follow my culture and all that stuff. Like, and that's why I be having that one lie. But it's like, dog, who said that your culture is perfect? Everybody think they stuff is the top, right? But I think every culture, every whatever, all that stuff got some type of flaw into it or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But people be so loyal to things rather than try to think for their own self. You know what I'm saying? They even like how they try to use it in relationships, like, oh, I'll just make sure it's loyalty and all that stuff. But loyalty don't mean that you're not gonna stop getting you don't mean you ain't gonna get cheated on. It don't mean that you're not gonna get disrespected or anything. It's like I'm not about to sit and be so loyal that you're gonna be disrespecting me in this thing and taking away my peace and stuff. So I'm like, that's the reason why I put this big old thing like this, right? Is because the way that people is doing this, it's like they trying to trap you. They trying to use it to make you feel, to bully you in a way, right? Because they like basically, hey, you fake if you not with this or something like that, or you. So it's like that's why I put like that second is about the honesty. I feel like that's more important than anything. Because if you can't take honesty or if me trying to tell you facts about yourself or constructive criticism or whatever, you know what I'm saying? If you can't take that, you was never really loyal to me anyways. You know what I'm saying? So that's why they do say that loyalty should tie into honesty, but it don't happen like that. Not today's day and age. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that is very dangerous how I just going today. Like people just literally take just like that. I don't want to bring that one incident up, but the dude like people be like I'm taking up for my mama. I heard somebody say I'm taking up for my mama no matter if she wrong or right or something like that. I'm like, no man, we can't do stuff like that. Sometimes hey. Mamas can be wrong, daddies can be wrong. Well, that's normal nowadays. I guess let me stick with the mamas. You know what I'm saying? Mamas can be wrong, and your cousins, all them. Everybody can be wrong just because they your part of your family, and you got to be so loyal to them that you know what I'm saying that it ain't right. It's better to be honest. You know what I'm saying? So that's my input on that situation. That's the reason why I was saying that because the way people are doing it, I think it's more dangerous than anything.
I still hear you on that, Kevin, and that reminds me of it. It's like there's levels to loyalty because sometimes you actually have to. There's a discernment that has to come in. It's like, how loyal are you going to be to somebody when you realize that they're actually not being loyal to you? That you decide to say, I'm going to walk away from this. Like there's a level of discernment. There's levels to loyalty. You can be loyal to somebody all day long, and your loyalty does that override whether somebody's being loyal to you or not?
Yeah, it's like a
Right.
double-edged sword though, for real.
Hold on,
Somebody
where
about
the
to say something?
sister at? She jumped in the box and she just disappeared. Where she went?
Oh, is she up there? It's like she
I
probably
about to.
looking at her
Oh shit! I ain't even see that.
definitely right now.
I'm a damn lit.
I'm talking to
Nikki,
him, not messing with her.
Nikki, what you think? Cause you knew. I want to hear what you got to say.
She not being loyal.
Hello. Are y'all
There
talking
you
about
go.
me?
Hey,
Yes.
Nikki.
That's so rude. How y'all doing?
Welcome to. We
They
good,
always,
man.
welcome to
I
our world.
was
What's up, Jane?
no, so I got a phone call, so that's why I muted my mic, and then I heard somebody saying Nikki. So
Mhm.
I didn't even hear the question because I was on the other line. I
No, it's just how you
apologize.
feel about the topic. That's all. I don't even know if you did. You even hear what I said, or you just told
No, I
me
just
off?
heard you when you was talking smack at the end and my
Oh.
name was mentioned.
No, I was just
I'm just
saying that you
kidding.
wasn't being loyal because you wasn't paying attention. I was talking junk though, but.
But now the from the gist, I think y'all was talking about loyalty. My personal opinion, I don't think anybody on TikTok can be loyal. That's just my personal opinion because you
Damn.
don't know these folks unless they come in with you, unless you invite your friends or family. But your followers, I wouldn't say somebody loyal, they're just doing something. Um, in general, I think it is a problem only to, I mean, how can I say this? It shouldn't be expected from everybody. It just depends on how that person rocks with you. Um, you can have a family member that's not loyal, but a friend that you've known to be loyal to the bone. It just really depends on that individual person. Nowadays, you got to be careful. People that you just meet may not be genuine. may not be loyal. So, that's my intake. I gotta
What
put you
about
back on
family?
mute for a second. Family. Um,
She mentioned
it
family.
depends on the individual. Just because it's family don't mean they loyal.
Oh, okay.
That's why I was
My bad.
saying,
I was
you can
looking at the
have a
comment.
family member that's not loyal, but a friend that is.
Okay,
Family
you
is
right.
just
You right.
pertaining to who
Right.
you was born, who you related to by blood, by relations and stuff, but that doesn't mean that doesn't go forward nowadays. People are not the same. People changed over the
Mm.
years. So
So
Yep. Exactly.
here's my question, and I think everybody can answer this
Loveless, I
question
want
in,
to
in
respond
whatever
after
way
you
that
to
you
what
say
Nikki
it.
said.
You
Like,
said.
yeah, well, and I'm speaking on what Nikki said is like, are just because you're loyal, can you recognize whether somebody is loyal or not?
can I
Yes, you
recognize
can.
um
But hold on, I want to let her
somebody
listen.
being
Oh yeah, right. Let
honest?
her. What you
Somebody
call it?
being
I'm
Wanted
gonna
before
let
honest
you
with
Nikki
ask
his
that
go, and I
question.
want
friend?
to
He
come
wanted.
after her.
Yeah, he wanted to say something real quick before y'all switch the whole topic up.
Nah, Nikki, go ahead, ladies first. But I want
Oh.
to respond to mainly what Nikki said. And
Oh,
Lovely
someone
List
that's
asked the question that's gonna feed into what I actually was about to say.
Mm.
I would just say that loyalty is someone that's genuine, that's upfront and honest with you. It doesn't mean if it's good or bad. Some people, in my opinion, are fake if they just say things not to hurt your feelings.
Mm.
That's not being loyal. And that's not being real on top of that either. So, yeah, you can recognize it by just how that person, how can I say this, how they carry themselves. Um, if you see them being loyal to other people, how they act in general, you know, it's certain things. I'm sorry because I'm doing like a lot of things at one time. It's just certain things in certain ways that you can dictate if they're loyal to you or not. But
Mm.
I'm so sorry. I got to put y'all back on mute because I got to go back to
For sure. For
my
sure.
phone. Okay.
So,
All right.
to Nikki and Lovely List talking points. Loyalty is subjective. Loyalty is something that either stands still or moves gradually. The reason I'm saying that is because think about a best friend and then a family member by way of blood. Given how you move in life or where you go, loyalty will either exist and still be what it always has been, or over time, it'll lessen because of where you are in the world. Let's say you move to a whole nother state and you had a friend and or family that you were either around or live with your entire life. Because you move to the opposite side of the world, the loyalty will change because you as a new person living new experiences are going to deal with newness. How is it possible that you're going to still be loyal to a person who is literally no longer next to you? However, with respect, you're going to respect the fact that you grew up together or y'all were in relations with each other in terms of friendship or what have you. Yet, because of circumstantial situations, it shifts, right? So to that, I think I answered the question on to both of them. You can see how loyalty changes. However, if it's an in-person thing, you can see, like, say for example, and I'm gonna land here to be quick. If you introduce your friend who is loyal to you as your friend to new people, you can see whether or not this new energy is what they're magnetically attracted to, by way of if they decide to stop you, stop inviting you to shit, stop being around you, and they're only doing this with this new motherfucker because they see new energy and they're leeching on to this new shit. That's lack of loyalty. That's lack of respect in my eyes. Because again, for me, it's twofold in terms of loyalty over respect, and I'm gonna keep bringing it back to that. But again, I think I answered the question in several ways. But I'm gonna land there. I'm gonna land there.
That was good. That's good. How y'all feel about that, man? Because I know we got another question that I know close about to ask, but everybody answered the other one.
Oh, what the honesty is more important than loyalty?
No,
Oh
no,
yeah, I
no, not
forgot
that
about
one.
honesty. But me and
Oh.
Lovely Let's been talking about this shit for a while. That's why I try to hold it down and not say too much. But we had several lives weeks ago about this shit.
Mm.
Yeah.
So, all right, I guess. Close. What's the deal? How you feel about the situation, or you want to answer that, or ask your question you had too? Either or.
Hey, hey,
Well,
Chloe.
yeah, I just wanted to. Hi, everybody. How are you?
Hey, Chloe.
Good man.
Good. How are
Welcome.
you, Chloe?
Good, good. It's an interesting topic because I think we're all looking for loyal people in our lives, right?
Mm.
But I think a part of that too is like, I mean, I agree with speaking what he just said, but also I think an added piece to that is that you have to kind of um, check your triggers in a sense, because if you're not in a place of I think healing, you'll mistake certain things to end up being disloyalty when really it just might be a misunderstanding.
Right.
And so what you need to be able to do is to be able to assess yourself and be able to openly and have a conversation, figure out how you want to deal with the situation there. But then in itself, and that was part of my question that I asked in the comments, is how do you treat a disloyal person? I think the merit of a certain person's character, at least that's how what I'm learning, is that a merit to a certain person's character is kind of measured to me about how they treat people that have done them wrong or they feel that are inferior. So if and I think that's a part of also healing in a sense, to where it's just like you get to you have to fortify yourself with the choice to be able to choose how you want to feel about anybody who does you wrong, because as I said in the comments, people are flawed, and in like humanity in general, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so you have to be able to be in the space to where you are like examining yourself and how you feel personally, and how certain things might because it might just not be, oh, there might be a person that they are might be disloyal or they did something else. It really is might be a communication situation, or just it's something triggered a certain emotion or thing inside of you. So you have to sometimes be able to have enough mind to like assess yourself. You know what I'm saying? Before you really try to examine other people's character. But it's a process, and so I wanted to know, like, how would you treat a person who you were disloyal? I mean, would you cuss them out? Would you do any of that stuff? Because I feel
Feel
like how
like how
you would do them, how you would be any other person, you know what I'm saying, that would do you
Right.
wrong, and that's an
I'm gonna get
assessment
my
of your character.
positive answer out the way, and then I'll let
Go
everybody
ahead.
else.
Go ahead.
But you already know I'm big on forgiveness and stuff. So me myself, I'm gonna look at it as, I'm glad it.
Man,
I'm
fuck
glad it.
forgiving
All
people,
right, no, I already know
bro.
y'all about to. That's why. There we go. Go ahead. That's why I said let me get my positiveness out the way first. All right, my boy had that hell baby. Turn into. But anyway, but now I'm about to say with me. Matter of fact, I'm not about to say that. I want to hear y'all first. Then I'm gonna say the best.
Can I speak on to what like Chloe was saying, and it was kind of what I brought up earlier. So it's like there's a sense of loyalty that we have to be loyal to ourselves too.
Yep.
We have to be loyal to ourselves too. So
Which we
when you're
don't.
loyal to yourself, and you have to know how to discern like how you react or respond to when somebody is not loyal to you. If they're not loyal to you, if they're not responding to you the right way, if they're just presenting themselves in a way that it's just disloyal to you, you actually are the one that has the choice to say, hey, you know what? This isn't for me. This isn't for me. I have to be loyal to myself first so that I don't project onto you what you're projecting onto me. Because if you're disloyal as a person, you're actually going to present or project that disloyalty to other people. So you as a person have to be loyal to yourself too, so that you can recognize what disloyalty looks like. I don't know. I don't want to change the topic to disloyalty, but I'm trying to
Man, let's talk
um,
about it.
yeah, I'm trying to like weed that out and help
That's what she was talking
everybody
about.
everybody understand is that sometimes you have to be loyal to yourself first, and you go through a lot of grief, you go through a lot of misunderstanding, you go through a lot of challenges when you have to let people go because they're not loyal.
So now you just
Right.
made me think about that. I feel like the way that loyalty is getting used, though, it sounds like a trust thing, right? And I'm not big on this trust thing, and you already, well, if you know me, I feel like you can't trust well, you shouldn't put no trust in general, right? Including yourself. Because everybody is, just like you said, everybody's flawed. Everybody can make mistakes. Everybody react off emotions different ways. You know what I'm saying? So anything is anything. You know what I'm saying? I know it burns. I'm like, you can at least trust yourself. I got it too. But no, you can't, man. If you done lied to yourself when you procrastinate, you done lied to yourself when you told yourself you're going to do so whatever. You know what I'm saying? But that's how I look at it, though. But, yeah, that sounds like a trust thing to me, though. But I would like, well, I'm gonna let y'all finish though.
I want to respond to both of y'all, right? So, real quick. So, Lovely List, I just wrote in the comments. A few months ago, I would literally get on TikTok triggered after I had a conversation with people I was loyal to. And I respected, be mindful of the fact that I'm using past tense. She said to me a few times until one day, and Loveliness, I'm sure you remember, it was a full moon, and I'm like, yo, I'm not gonna say nothing because I feel like there's something that you saying is actually gonna calm me the fuck down in this live. It was just me and Lovely at that point. I was triggered, PTSD, and a whole bunch of other shit. I was wilding on my live. But she said exactly what she said earlier, right? Loyalty, basically is subjective. Respect is subjective. However, you have to be loyal to self first. And in you understanding
Gotcha.
loyalty to self is when you'll come to a complete understanding in that some people are not worth your energy as far as
Right.
how much energy you give to people. Fuck them. She didn't say that, but that's me. Learn to be
That didn't
still.
sound lovely like anyway.
Observe, exactly. Observe, pay attention, take a step back, and actually think about these people. How much energy are you giving to these people? Are you getting, is that a reciprocal situation? Or is it because you have loyalty to the idea of these old people
Mm,
who used to be in your life that you're giving them so much energy and you're causing your own pain, suffering because you still look at these people as the past. She didn't say
mm.
all this. But with that said, she said to me, speak. Basically, she didn't say it verbatim. Speak. You need to be still right now because you're rambling in chaos, pain, confusing, and healing from what you've been through for the past 5 years. Right now, it's a clean slate situation in terms of loyalty over respect. You're losing people who are no longer valuable to you and who are no longer serving your purpose. I'm adding extra shit into what she said in the conversation. And in that, that's where that's to me, what this conversation is about for me. It's a little selfish thing there. However, again, when it comes to loyalty, stop giving so much energy to people who are not giving you the same literal energy back. If you see fakeness or you question them when you think about them, fuck them. It's not worth
Mm.
it. I'ma land there.
Hey, I want, I want you to. There's so many people I need to come here tomorrow, man, because I do grudges and forgiveness every other Saturday. You know what I'm saying? And I sound like we
Man,
might
stop
need to.
forgiving these clown ass motherfuckers.
No,
Fuck
nope,
them,
nope,
fuck them,
nope,
fuck them,
nope,
fuck them,
nope,
fuck them, goddamn.
nope, no. You can spit all in that thing now. You gotta. Nah, man.
At the
Yeah,
end of
we
the
need
day,
this, man.
hold
That's the
on,
only
I'ma
way we
land
gonna
here.
grow.
At the end of the day, when you forgive, it's not about that person, it's about you.
About
But if you
yourself, right?
forgive and you keep getting the same energy back, what's the purpose? You're wasting your own energy. You
You don't
giving
have
too
to.
much of
You
your
don't have to kick
energy
it with
to other
nobody.
people.
You don't have to kick it with
You're right.
nobody to forgive.
You're
That's just for
definitely right.
yourself.
Right. I wanted to say is loveliness. Thank you for that live a long time ago. I'm so much calmer now. You hear me? I don't be on live spazzing no more. I don't get triggered by none of this shit no more. Because again, I'm a sponge where I'm at, spiritually speaking. Anytime I talk to somebody or I consume something, I'm literally listening to learn. I don't even want to talk half the time, but I know I need to say something so I don't feel like I'm just here just to be here. I have to speak, but I'm listening. I'm absorbing all this shit. spiritually speaking.
Mm-hmm. Nice. So
I
did I?
appreciate that.
So after that,
I
everybody go
appreciate
because I have to do the say the best for last. To me, I'm gonna call it say the best for last.
that.
Nikki, oh no, I think she's still doing work and stuff. So she back loyal to her situation. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, uh, so the question was, what would I do if somebody was disloyal to me, right? Of course, I'd probably be upset at the beginning, right? Probably feel hurt, disappointed. That all comes, at the beginning and stuff. But then again, uh, I would think this that I went through that situation, so I got it. I got out that situation. When it wasn't as bad, basically. So I'm glad that whatever got needed to get revealed got revealed, and I could just let that person know. So at least I know that this person ain't for me. That's how I look at it. So ain't no point of really. I mean, I don't know what's gonna happen in the midst of it, but there's no point of cussing somebody out or getting even and all that stuff. It's no point though, because it's not like I'm gonna beat them back into being my friend again, right? All that from that point, it's just me expressing my emotions and all that stuff, which that's all I talk about is opposite way. Put your ego to the side and accountability. Them three things you always gonna hear in my life all the time. But I'm just be thankful that I got that finally revealed in front of my eyes the fakeness, because I done ran into this stuff, like especially on this live too, on just in general on different situations. I be just people reveal themselves, especially when you start changing or getting better in your life, right? You're gonna see a lot. You're gonna see who's gonna stick with you. You're gonna see who's gonna fall and stuff. You're gonna see who really with you and all that stuff. So it has been a lot of disloyalty, but I look at it like I said, I'm still forgiving of the situation, and it just depends on the level. I get it's different levels of disloyalty too, because like sometimes some people could be like in chilling and stuff, been in my room, whatever, and then next minute they didn't like something about me and never just told me to just stop coming in my room and support me, right? Stuff like that, right? And I done ran into that so many times and stuff, but it is what it is. My doors are still open though, but if we talk about real life, right? I'm not leaving it open to somebody come back and mess me over again. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you gotta love people from far. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I feel bad that you like this whatever, and you got some stuff you need to work on and all that stuff. And that, like I said, to forgive somebody, you don't have to be with somebody or still connect with somebody and all that stuff. It just no, you don't have to do that. Sometimes you just gotta pray for them. I don't know if everybody believe in God and stuff, but pray for them and set them on. You know what I'm saying? Live your life. And I ain't going to hold nothing against it, because I'm not about to let that person ruin my life, because it's just another situation I either learn from, grew from, or adapt with. So that's how I look at it.
Man, some of these motherfuckers don't even deserve your prayer. Fuck these
No, you
motherfuckers.
for sure got. I'm about to. No, you look. I can't. If I can send some invites, I'm making sure you come in tomorrow. We gonna let a lot of this stuff go, man. That's all I like. I'll get this right. That's why I talk about grudges forgiveness every other weekend, because that is one of the things that's one of the main things that have us like the traumas we go through, the anger that we have towards certain people and stuff, and it's we just never learn how to let go of this chain and stuff. Like it ain't all about somebody hearing that you forgive and all that stuff. It's just something internally within you and stuff. Because a lot of times that is damaging. The junk can be damaging. We just don't know it and stuff. It make us have I get trust issues and all that stuff come around and all that stuff, but I gotta talk about this, man, because this is the reason why we can't even come together. We be trying to say we trying to come together in loyalty, you know what I'm saying? Be loyal with black people, right? Let's go ahead, because we all black in here. I ain't mean to say that, but I'm just saying that we you know how it is and stuff. We be trying to build from that. We can't even get along with our own families and stuff because we lack forgiveness. Because somebody was like, why you talk like that in front of my? No, it'd be the simplest stuff, because we never learn how to forgive, man. And we got to realize that every human is gonna make mistakes, man. And just because a human don't think like you, or express their emotions like you, and I find a lot that people always like putting these eyes in situations. I wouldn't do that. I would, I can't believe that. But the thing is, they are not you. You know what I'm saying? So we got to realize that. Realize that everybody got their own mentality and stuff. Everybody gonna express themselves different. But if you know you the bigger person, right, you don't have to stoop to their level. You know what I'm saying? You just hey,
Mm-hmm.
I feel bad for you. It is what it is, and on to the next situation. That's all it is. And some stuff just ain't worth it. Some people just not ready for you at the moment. That's what it be sometimes. But yeah, that's why I gotta talk about that
Right.
and I got a
And
good
it
one tomorrow.
doesn't and it doesn't mean that you stop doing what you it doesn't mean that you stop doing what you're being presented with. We the people who understand that there are people out there that don't live with the same loyalty, the same forgiveness, the same understanding. It doesn't stop me from trying.
What
It
the
doesn't.
heck? Why people keep surprising me? I don't even be knowing I be helping people for real. She the second person to say, "Wow,
Yeah,
y'all gotta stop
yeah.
telling me stuff like that. Y'all gonna make me start doing overtime and stuff. Don't tell me I'm helping people around here, man." My man's, I know y'all. I think he was in here when my one man's came in here. I was like, dang, I did not know I'd be making impact. So, I mean, that's my
Mm-hmm.
goal on here for real because I want to change people's point of view, and I'm big on positivity for real. And I just want a lot of
Yep.
us just to let go this whatever this hurt that because a lot of us is hurt, man. That's all it is. A lot of us is hurt. We
Yeah.
driven by ego,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just hard to let go because we so used to saying this is me being me and all that stuff. But the thing is, if we want to be a better self, we can't be us. We can't be me. You know what I'm saying? We want to be a
Right.
better version. We cannot stick because, like I said, I always tell people that we limit ourselves most of the time. Like the people that do the signs and all that stuff, you limiting yourself, telling you that you just this. And I ain't want to bring the signs up, but I'm just saying, like the thing is, if you tell yourself you this I have these behaviors and stuff, you're gonna live that type of life. And my thing is, all of us is bigger than that. All of us got a brain of our own. All of us got all that. And if we want to sit here and box ourselves and say that I'm a rude person and I'm this what you gonna be. You know what I'm saying? That's what you plan yourself to be and stuff. So then when you can't find yourself being in a relationship, everybody want to be with somebody, right? I'm pretty sure, but you can't keep that same mentality in a relationship. Because let somebody do that same thing to you and be like, nah, I'm a snapper and all that stuff. You got to deal with me and all that stuff. You're not going to do that. Right. So if everybody, like I said, we limit ourselves. And me, myself, I just ain't got time for and that's what I had to learn the last couple months, man. I had to realize that I be getting real passionate, but it is what it is. All of us got to get passionate in what we talking about. That's just how it is. All of us got feelings, and all of it. But the difference is, like I said, I'm not talking off hurt. I'm talking off hurt for others. You know what I'm saying? Because I want the best for others. So that's why there's a big difference in my situation and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So what the heck was I getting to about that? But yeah, I'm just whatever. That's what I was getting to though. I forgot. I just drift off
Right.
this stuff. I be
So
doing this sometimes.
I want to say this, right, and I'm gonna be short. For me on this app, it's
Yeah.
very rare that I speak to people in terms of my personal anecdotal situations or circumstances or experiences. It's rare that I do that. However, I was in social work, youth development for 12 years. Half of the time when I'm talking to people on my live, which is a live podcast with the panel open, I'm talking to people as clients. Yet, I don't feel like I'm judging them as a youth development worker or social worker and giving them advice just that way because I'm seeing people in my real life just by way of how my brain works. I'm thinking of hundreds of people I work with. So a lot of the times when I speak to people, I'm not talking about like general, like a blank statement kind of thing. I'm talking to you as somebody I spoke to 4 or 5 years ago, right? So with that said, in terms of this loyalty conversation, what I spoke to earlier, and I'm gonna land here to be short. I was talking about a personal situation, a real life shit situation that actually was fucking with my psyche because it's my brother, my mother, and real life people in my fucking life. Fuck this app. I'm using my platform of 3,000 followers to talk to when it was that to purge. I don't care who wasn't alive. But in that conversation, it just so happened that loveliness came in. She been a subscriber. She been in tune for a minute. We done been in other lives and on a spiritual level. However, that's why I gave my gratitude just now. She actually taught me something because I'm on this platform for me to learn. Half of the time, I don't care how this sounds. I don't give a fuck what the people are saying, really. When they get emotional about shit, I'm looking for the lesson or the moment that people think on shit like, oh, that's what they were saying. That's what I look for as a host. I don't care about all the bullshit because y'all not paying me to give y'all therapy or counseling, which was my profession. But for me, being that I missed out on 5 years of life, I'm seeing where people's head is at. And a lot of the times when I allow people in my space, speak your truth, beloved, I'm looking for y'all to teach me. 9 times out of 10, speak, you should be a life coach. You should do this. I did all that shit already. Y'all don't know who I am. However, I'm looking for y'all to teach me. I don't actually say that out my mouth, but I'm patient. Lovely Liz, you can attest to that. I don't talk a lot because I'm listening to comprehend and for me to get a lesson out of whoever's in my life. That's why it's rare that when somebody come in here with bullshit, with the typical, echo chamber type conversations, I get annoyed because what the fuck are you talking about? You full of shit. Because to me, nothing that you're saying is resonating, but you're coming into a loud space just to talk. But
Right.
I think I'm probably putting too much energy in terms of selfishly wanting something or an experience out of this situation, if that makes sense. But I'm gonna land there. But lovely Liz, I appreciate your sister. It's always love. But fuck these
Always.
people. Fuck forgiveness when it comes to certain people, if you get what I'm saying. Fuck all that bullshit, goddammit.
Yeah.
I appreciate you speak as always, and I always appreciate Kevin. Like when we have these conversations like this, even if it's over a complex term of loyalty, we broke down the definition of it. We broke it down. We tried to explain what it meant to our lives. What it means to our lives and what we experience when we go into other people's lives, in quotations, is
That's a
that a
bar.
lot of times I've been in lives where a lot of times I just sit there and I listen and I just gather information. I have to observe, I have to understand where other people are coming from so that I know how to attest to that when it's presented to me directly. So it's just this harmony that you have to build within yourself. Whether you're loyal to yourself, or you loyal to other people, or do you recognize when people are disloyal? And what are you going to do? How are you going to respond? Do you forgive them? Do you forgive them and then say, hey, you're no longer in my life? Or do you forgive them and give them another chance? Like what Kevin was talking about earlier. I'm a very forgiving person, probably sometimes too forgiving, but
What is too
it
forgiving?
doesn't. Ooh, why are you gonna go there with that, Kev?
Man.
Come on, Kev.
Yep.
That's a whole nother
That's,
topic.
that's what
That's a
I'm here
whole
for.
nother topic.
We hold each other accountable here. This was the name of this room. If you know what I'm saying, it's the only way we gonna grow.
When you're okay, maybe I should reword that. Well, being too forgiving is allowing people a chance to grow. Everybody makes
Or
mistakes.
people allow themselves to be taken advantage of them because they're too loyal to an idea of a person, which happens a
Yeah,
lot
the
in real
idea.
life.
Yes.
You're too loyal. You're too forgiving. You give it. Listen, let me shut the fuck up, man. I need another drink. Goddamn.
Uh-oh.
Y'all get me upset.
So I think I get that then. I get that part then you saying like that. And I can understand that to a certain extent, but you sometimes you got to be smart with your forgiveness too though. Like people, I mean, if you
You
like I
do. You
said,
do. You
But can
have
I
forgiveness
say
ain't
to.
got
one
nothing
thing,
to,
real quick, real quick? In a real relationship, it's you and your lady. The woman will be too forgiving of a man that don't respect her. Then a man will want this woman because he loves her. However, he knows deep down inside that relationship is not meant to be. That's a whole nother conversation. But again,
that's loyalty though. Now I thought
forgiveness,
about it. The way you saying it.
loyalty, respect. Love, that's a bunch of shit, man. Let me get the fuck off this app, goddammit. Y'all pissing me off.
Yeah, this is it. Man, we about to make it sweat, man. I'm glad you
I
finally
hope you.
met me, my brother.
And I know this live was recorded, Kevin. You better like
Speak
post that. You better post that. Like,
speak that truth. Speak it.
I'm telling you, speak,
Oh
you
yeah.
be coming with it. You be coming with it. And Kev, you be coming with it. So I will
Oh yeah.
never ever discount the words that you guys have in your minds that actually this is what unity is. This is what
Hmm.
community is. Is having
Unity.
these discussions and these topics that people don't want to talk about loyalty, but they'll talk about Kiki Palmer. You know what I mean? I'm like,
That's not
wait
helping
a
us
minute.
move
It's like,
forward. You know what I'm saying? That
no,
I'm
it's
like, if
not.
people ever notice, this is my thing though, and I'm glad my brother finally see me. I know he the fam and all that. So I'm like, with my live, man, I'm like, and I know I heard somebody say that, John, it just be weird though. But I'm like, no, some of y'all be faking it. But I am like solution based, right? I'm solution based and like solution based or whatever. So my thing is, it's like with me, it is really no point of talk about stuff if we not about to get to the next goal. That's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? Like I know they got pander lives and all that stuff. Like I just want to make sure you feel good and all this stuff. Like that's not gonna help us move either. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I am big on and that's the reason why I named like if you like the whatever the topic of the room is, like how you first come in, I put that, and I'm probably gonna keep that like that. It say we hold each other accountable because I feel like that is the only way that we most definitely can grow. You know what I'm saying? Because we have to let each other know like where we falling in. Because a lot of times we might, like I said, our ego will get in the way and it wouldn't tell us that we do anything wrong. We gonna limit to what we gonna say we doing wrong, but it's gonna be 100 people that see what's wrong with you and you just don't want and like I said, he gonna be like, nah, forget what y'all talking about. You ain't know what you talking about, and stuff. But it's the thing is, like, once we better move that thing to the side, man, we be more open to and receptive of how to, how things is going, and we know who to kick it with, who not to kick it with, and all that stuff. But a lot of time we just moving off hurt, and we drag it to the next person and all that stuff. So the thing is, like I said, the reason why I say that well, I'm saying like we got to be like they're trying to be more solution based and all that stuff rather than just the gossiping stuff and following the Kiki Palmers and like even though I had my little sayings and stuff, I was going to people's rooms talking about it and stuff too. But I still what the freak? I still was trying to get it like I want to get to a point because I'm not about to argue with somebody that don't want to be helped. That's what I noticed in that situation. Some people just so I think it's early this morning, but I'm like, at the end of the day, people gonna keep their mind and all that stuff, and I'm just trying to actually get people that's trying to grow. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm focused on for real. Like and I feel like if it's like at least 100 or 500 of us, we can help the next person, the people, especially people that's driven up, because that's our biggest problem of all of us. We are driven off ego and pride. We think nobody can tell us what to do. We can't get checked. You know what I'm saying? And then, and that's why we will never grow. You know what I'm saying? As long as we like that and always want to be heard and rather than listen, right? Because that's what we supposed to come in here for, right? Is to understand one another, right? Or try to understand a situation or something like that to figure it out. But we gotta, you know what I'm saying? That's the only way we can grow. That is
Well,
the only way, man.
you're so right, Kev, because you already know the field that I work in, and I know Speak knows the field, and he's in the same field. It's like, but you don't
Mm.
even have to be in the field to know that. You can go to every different human. It's like, look, what I don't like about these certain lives that everybody wants to compare everybody's trauma. Oh,
Boy,
I've
we
been
just
through
talking.
this, but you didn't go through this, and you didn't go through that. No, not me. I'm very growth mindset and solution focused. Look, now that we've been through what we've been through, what are we going to do now? If we
Right.
continue to talk about what we've been through and all the trauma and all the hurt, you're going to stay in that. You're going to
Victim
stay in that
mindset
hurt.
comes
You're going to
behind that.
stay in that. Yeah. And so I'm very solution focused. I told you I hug lions, and I was like, I hug lions, and I had to finally break it down because Pure Beauty didn't even know last night when I was in your live. What does hugging lions mean? And nobody ever actually asked me that question. It was because you can actually hug someone who is aggressive and who may bite you, but if you meet them at the same level, they're not gonna bite you. they're not gonna bite you. If you show them compassion, if you show them kindness, if you show them love, they're just
Real
not.
quick, that's like the Hulk in that the movie
Yeah.
when the
Yeah.
chick came up to talk to him, and then he just turned to his other side.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
That's feminine energy. I just made a post about that today too. That's funny. I said
Yeah,
that feminine
I'm gonna have
energy
to
is a
check that out.
powerful thing. People just don't understand it. That thing, it's powerful, man. But I literally just made a post about that today. Well, I actually did a clip from one of my old lives and stuff. But yeah, that stuff, that's what it's for. But people don't know what that is. They call it weak now. You know what I'm saying? They don't know that's like the main thing that tames people. You know what I'm saying? It keeps you out your okay, let me chill out, my baby. You know what I'm saying? You know, it wasn't worth it. I ain't got to blow his junk out today. You know what I'm saying? That's what. But nowadays they switch it up. Now they want to egg you on. The masculineness come out and stuff like, no man, you got to do this. You got to take up for this. You know what I'm saying? They done switched it all. The game is all messed up now, man. They done. Think feminism, you know what I'm saying? Think feminism, because they said men and women is the same, you know what I'm saying? So they like, nah, I could do the same thing, you know? Ah, man, what happened to feminism? I miss you so much.
I know, for real.
You
You
know?
know, and honestly, many of us women, the ones that are like on the same page, we appreciate our femininity, and there are a lot of women out there that's who I try to talk to is letting them know that look, you actually have a lot more power as a woman when you have a man by your side. But you can't ask for a man for protection or provision, or I think you were in that live earlier when we were talking about provide. I think Kanan mentioned it, like providing or protection. Yes, women are there for that, but you also can't tell a man how to do it for you, because you might as well be single. You might as
Right.
well be single. If you're going to tell a man how to protect you and how to provide for you, you might as well be single. You know, and many of us, well, some of us women, not many of us, some of us women actually
Lot.
love
Like,
like having that man that actually backs us up, or we back them up, you know, because we have different aspects within us that actually provides for the man. Even many of the women in the Bible, you know, they were entrepreneurs. They're the ones who like held down the fort, you know, while the man was out there, you know, collecting whatever he did, or providing, protecting. He was in war, or
right.
he was doing all this other stuff, and then he comes home to a home that the woman actually maintained so that he can be at home.
Well, today's day and age, the woman is out there hunting with the men too. You know what I'm saying? They say, oh, I forgot I
Yes.
got kids. Oh, my bad.
Yeah. Oops.
But yeah.
Like, and it's different for me though, because I'm 42. So a lot of the women that I talk to, they already have children. I don't have children of my own. I've raised
Mm,
stepchildren. You know,
okay.
so I'm on a totally different aspect, but I did not love them the same way that I would have loved them had I had my own children,
Hmm.
you know.
But I understand though. I
So
can understand on the other end though, because if not, we got to do what we got to do to make it. So I can understand both ends why.
mm-hmm.
But then again,
Yeah.
don't let it make you, overtake you, man. We still got to play our
Right.
parts and stuff. You don't have to sit there,
Right.
sit here and protect me. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to protect you. You protect my emotions, I protect you physically. You know what I'm saying? That's
Exactly.
what protecting emotions is. You know what I'm saying? Like the Hulk thing we were just talking about. You keeping him from wrecking some stuff because you bringing that feminine energy. Let me go back to that again. You know what I'm saying? You
Yes.
bringing that like down,
Mm-hmm.
brother, my brother. Chill out. It ain't
Uh-huh.
worth it. You ain't got to throw that car today. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's
Yeah.
supposed to be like. But too bad, they done switched it up. They hyping now.
Yeah.
People just don't know, man. I wish they knew, man.
I do too. I wish they knew, and I think that's the hard part with people like us who are helping people, or trying to reach out to the people who don't know. You know,
Uh-huh.
we also have to have that discernment within us, is that you can't help everybody, and that was my problem. That was my challenge, was I thought I could help everyone.
No, don't do
I
that. I be
I
making
know.
myself mad when I be thinking that. That's why I got to get out my brain. I have to bat that boy. I talking about motivated and getting unmotivated. It's like, no, I'm talking to him. But yeah, I be having to marinate it in my brain. Like, all right, everybody ain't it. You know what I'm saying? This ain't one of the ones. No matter if we was friends or not, they just not one of the ones, man. Some people just
Right.
don't want to be saved. That's just how it is.
Exactly. Exactly.
And
And
or
you can't
maybe I'm not
for
the one to save them, so I'm not gonna act like I'm big cheese either. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's just not me. But
exactly.
some
You
people be
can't
so deep in
force
that
that.
victim mentality stuff that I can't. That's the
Hmm.
people I really don't get along with. I notice that I don't because I'm big on accountability. That's the opposite of victim
Yeah.
mentality. You know what I'm saying? I gotta, man.
I know, and sometimes you just have to sit back within yourself. Even you, Kev, like on the times that besides your work that you do, working major hours a day, and a lot of times I don't get to get on these lives all the time. Even Kanal was like, "Where are you at in the book club?" I'm like, "Damn,
Mm.
during your book club, I'm seeing clients." I don't get to hit all my Bible studies. I don't get to hit
What's
everything,
up, y'all? So
but
I'm gonna start real quick. I'm gonna drop. Y'all have a good night. Keep doing what y'all doing. I'm gonna catch y'all later, brother. Man, I
T-
followed you on this
tomorrow,
page.
right? Tomorrow?
Make sure
Spice
you catch me on
tomorrow.
this. This is my backup. Yeah.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
7 day me
I think I
earlier
followed
today.
you a while ago.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah, I
look
think
for
I
you. I'm
followed
gonna
you a while
definitely
ago.
look
I'm
for
for
you
sure
if
gonna
you're on
check
the
in.
other page, because I go back and forth
Oh yeah,
between
for
both.
sure, man. I
But
appreciate you,
yeah,
man.
this
Thanks
is
for
filth,
stopping through, man.
loveliness.
Love
Shout
you,
out to
Speak.
you. You have a good one. I'm
Love
about to
you
go
as
eat this
All right,
sandwich.
for
always.
sure, man.
You have a good one.
All right, man.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, no, he's good people. He's out
Yeah,
here
he
trying
cool.
to
I
do
could tell
what
he part. Yeah,
he's out here trying
yeah.
to do what we're doing,
Hmm.
and understanding that, you just there's some people that you're just gonna come into contact with that you're just like, what the hell? What the hell?
Yeah.
I always ask that, you know. I don't know. It's wild. It's wild.
Yeah, we all, man. That's why I said if we could, we just gotta build up, man. Be able to work with one another, because all of us doing something different and helping each other out some type of way. Y'all already know
Right.
I branched from Kana and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Then I felt like I had a voice, so I said, let me start some stuff up. She started one of the main ones, just like you came in here and supported me, started off and burden all them. I ain't gonna forget when I make it big, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna forget the people. All right, for sure, my brother, man. For sure, man.
Well, and you know what? It's like I bought my podcast mic. I see your podcast mic in the back, and then I was offered a radio station time at the university that I currently work for. So I was like, man, you guys, you bring me topics, or a lot of the people that I sit on lives, they bring me topics that I can actually discuss in person
Hmm.
with a lot of these people that I'm connected with from a personal perspective. So I don't take anything away. Um, I don't take anything away from what my experiences are via
Hmm.
TikTok, or in person. I don't take any of that away because I'm like, man, you guys are just helping me like build my little podcast. Like, everybody is. And I'm like, I already got like people like label that are going to be in that podcast, you included. So you better be there. Once I add that,
I
like
don't
I
know
have
nothing,
like,
though. You know what I'm saying? You don't want me in there, man. I hold too many people accountable. You know what I'm saying?
no,
I
that's
hurt
exactly what
feelings.
I
Like, no, I'm talking
want.
junk.
That's exactly what I want because I want, because one of my focuses is on the younger generation,
Mm.
the 20, the 21, the 22-year olds that they're still lost. They, maybe
Yeah,
they came from broken homes. They came from, they're not understanding why they're going to school because they're being forced to go to school. Like inflation has increased.
right,
The government is a mess right now. And
right.
they're lost in their own sense. But it's like get your emotions together because the last radio station show that I did was on emotional intelligence. It was
I give
on
up.
emotional intelligence.
I'm not
Who
even
gave
high
you the
no more. I
cowboy
don't even
hat?
care. I told him up in his one lot, but I had to be fast because I was in the bathroom. They get on at different times for me, man. So I be trying to check in when I can. As soon as
Yeah, me too.
I sit on the the toilet at my job. I just go to his they live and stuff, and I told him up with all his stuff he gave. I told you I'm gonna come back and give you. I know you try to keep the straight face too over there too. I'm like, nope, I'm tearing you up. I threw a necklace, but I see what you did, man. You beat me to it. I'm so sick because I was trying to find the most girliest stuff, and I'm like, dang, you already done put them all on me already. I could not find none. I'm like, I ain't got no money for the rest of that stuff.
King, hello, my love.
What's
How
up,
are you
my
doing?
two
What's
How
favorite
are
happening,
people?
you?
man?
I'm good. I'm good.
Right,
Aw,
man, for sure. Right,
yes,
they
yes,
already know.
yes.
Yeah, man.
I'm so happy to see you here, King.
Right, always, man. That's
Oh yeah, man. Hey, I had a little spare time. I'm waiting on my brother to show. We about to go sit down and chat and grab a drink. So I was like, while I'm waiting on him, I
hey,
said, let me talk. I saw my favorite people on. I said, let me get on there. You know, if Kev on live or Lovely on live, I'm
oh
getting in
yeah,
there. Even if it's for 2 minutes, I'm getting up in there.
man. He said, "What you got up for the
Gotta
night?"
support. Was that?
You said, "What you had up for the night?" You said you about to get some drinks and
Oh
stuff.
no, I'm waiting on my brother. I got a brother that's 10 years younger than me, and he got off of work. He went home and changed. So we gonna grab a drink and just chat, catch up. So while I'm
Mm-hmm.
waiting on him to
Okay.
show up, I said let's check out my peeps.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Check us out.
For
Check us
sure,
out, man.
man. You already know,
We've had
man.
multiple discussions today about everything, and a lot of it surrounding loyalty. So now you're loyal to your younger brother.
Hey, you know.
Yeah. No, no, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm loyal to my agenda. I'm gonna just tell you that straight up. If my siblings don't
Hey,
line up with
hey,
my agenda,
hey,
we ain't connecting like this.
hey! I was just talking about that earlier,
Look,
King. I was like, sometimes you got to
My
be
boy
loyal to
BBO.
yourself.
yeah, look, love it. I'm working on my second book, right? And when I'm breaking down the
Uh
six
huh.
dimensions, I get to the social area. One of the parts in the book that I'm writing is about when I decided to choose my voluntary relationships versus involuntary, right? And the thing is,
Mm-hmm.
involuntary relationships are the ones I inherited and I didn't have a choice. That's your blood relatives. You go to work,
Right.
the people that are your employees, wherever you're at, like you didn't choose any of those people, but you're supposed to have some type of loyalty towards them and some obedience towards them. And that's a lot of times toxic. So when I found the most peace is when I chose voluntary relationships. Be friends with them. And to do that, I had to look at some of my own cousins. Like, if you wasn't blood related, would I even want to talk to you? And when the answer was no, I had to create like
That's a
everybody
good one.
lying, right? It's my blood. Blood is thicker than water. Well, water is more plentiful than blood. So I don't give a damn what
Mm-hmm.
nobody
Yeah.
say. So
Ooh,
I
my boy
realized that
King be with it, though.
that's a message, right?
King always comes
So
with
I
it.
realized
King
it was
always
important.
comes with it.
Look, I realized how important it was for me to be selective about who I wanted because most of your
Mm-hmm.
involuntary relationships are toxic because they
Yeah.
they prey on this. You're supposed to accept whatever I do, whoever I am, no matter how it comes and how to cross to you. I'm supposed to accept that and digest
Mm-hmm.
that at every family reunion, at every family gathering. And you know how you walk away
Mm-hmm.
from all these events like, the hell was wrong with them? Frustrated. And when I said, look,
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to show up, I don't have to embrace that. I can still be cordial, but I don't have to like be around it and jump every time you say something. I'm gonna
Right.
keep my distance if necessary to save me. That's when I got peace. So I choose
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
voluntary relationships like Kev. I like Kev, so I deliberately come in his room. I don't come in there because me and Kev related. I
Mm-hmm.
don't
Right.
come in there because me and Lovely is related. I come in there because I choose to, so it's peaceful. But what if I came in?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Kev, my
Mm-hmm.
cousin, I gotta go support him, and his content
Right.
is trash. That's toxic.
The
So I
Very.
don't do that.
And you know
Yep.
I'm
what's
giving that.
crazy? You know what's
Thank you,
crazy? We
King. Thank
all
you,
we
King.
we all connected from since the beginning. I think you actually started when y'all all started when I first started my lives actually because we all connected. I think through Canal, right?
Yeah.
That's what's crazy.
Uh-huh.
That's something. That's
Mm-hmm.
what a whole different level of loyalty right here because it's like even though we all got
Yeah.
our own differences of opinions and all that stuff, but we still been rocking with each other
Right.
every since. That's what's so
Yes.
crazy because I've done lost like between y'all and I done lost so many friends that I thought was gonna be, and they or the ones that came in every day and
Yeah.
all that stuff, and then they just all of a sudden like they just
Mm-hmm.
disappear and all that stuff. I'm like, that's just crazy. The people I connect with canal with is the ones that I'm still friends with over all the most of the new people and stuff. That's just crazy.
It is.
That's why I live on
It is.
purposeful alignment. Doesn't care who you knew. It's like
Mm.
we don't
Ooh.
agree on every single topic, but we
Nope.
agree on the end result of what we all trying to do. That's
Yep.
purposeful alignment.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like we want
Hey.
peace at the end of the day, and sometimes we gotta bounce back and forth between topics to find that. But at the end, because we know we want the same thing, we respect one another.
Right.
And we were
Loyalty.
talking about that earlier, King. Me and Kev were talking about that earlier, and even earlier in the live when we had other people in the box, was that we're very growth mindset or solution based.
Right.
You know,
Yeah,
we can talk about the problems all day long, but at the end of the day, it's like, what do we do with those problems? How do
Mm.
we maneuver? How
that
do we
part.
manifest? How do we exchange what we've already been through, and how do we maneuver to make it better? Because most people, 99% of people, want something better for their life. They just don't know how to get there.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, and
Exactly.
what make that's perfect. What makes this work is we stay in our lane. You don't ever see me going live and saying my life today is about this thing. Loyalty is a big problem today. Ride or die. You don't see me doing that. That's not me. I am focused on
Why you gotta
business.
do me like that, though? The
So
way
when
you
you come
say
to my live, I stay on my
he
topic.
put some action in it or something.
He did. He
But,
did.
but whenever,
He called you out,
but
Kev.
whenever, look,
He just talking about
but
staying in his lane.
whenever
That's all he talking
I
about.
see your live, I just jump in there. You like, I want to support your topic. I'm not doing your topic. I'm not doing that.
Right. I feel you on
Right.
that. I feel you.
Right,
That's
King.
that's facts,
Right,
man.
King.
For real.
And I love when, like, even when King, even when you go live and you go live with like Dwayne and you're talking on financial literacy and you're there's so much that has a lot of these lives that talk about everything that's going bad. They don't want to talk about what's really going good. I want to
Mm.
talk about what's really
That
going
part.
good.
Right. Exactly.
You know,
Or at least the
Right.
stuff
there's
that's
a
bad, find a resolution, the solution to it,
yeah,
instead of just
yes.
expressing your emotions only.
Look,
Well,
right.
that's because I think this
And
way, and you think this way, and I think this way, and then never get nowhere. You know
right.
what I'm saying?
And
Nowhere.
look, and you know
The
why?
same
Because
topic every
they're not
day.
the expert in the area. They can offer you solutions, right? So lovely what you just said. It's me, Dwayne, and Jake. And what y'all seen that I talk about all the time is we have specialty areas. When Jay and Dwayne is talking about money and taxes, how much conversation do you see me with? I don't try to be the expert in that conversation. I
Right.
dial down. I only talk when I can talk, but I want them to be the expert in that. But if we talk about marketing and branding, I'm 100 miles an hour. I
Yep,
respect their craft.
exactly.
I don't care how much I think I know. That's the way they live. So
Exactly.
I respect the topic. I respect the expertise of the people around me. And that's what makes my relationships work.
I mentioned that earlier, King, in the live. Is that you can run your own business, but it's like you hire people to do things that you don't know how to do. You know,
Exactly.
you have to, and a lot of people don't give people that chance because they want to control how that other person does it. It goes back into
Right.
relationships. You can't, as a
Uh-oh.
woman, say, I want a man to do for me, tell the man to do this for me when that's what you want a man to do, but you're going to tell a man how to do it. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that.
It
You don't
doesn't.
hire
You got
people,
to
you
find
don't
that
invest
balance.
in people. Yes, harmony.
Like
I call it
I
harmony.
got a client. I was doing life coaching with her, right? The minute she revealed a topic to me that I thought was therapeutic, I immediately told her, "You need to be talking to your therapist about that." Matter of fact, when you go to your therapist, go over there and talk to them about it, because that's a topic that's deep rooted. I don't deal with deep rooted shit. I deal with let's move next. What's next? So therapists can deal with it. They got to go in the past, uproot that, help you understand it. Me, I'm like, yeah, I hear what you're saying, but what you gonna do? That's a life coach.
Right.
If a life coach try to go into your past, they're
Exactly.
the wrong type of life coach.
What
But look,
the?
guys, my brother here, so I gotta hop up out of here and move on.
Hey,
But
before
man,
you leave,
I so
you
desperately
should
want to
add
stay
my
on here.
boy BVO. He real cool too. I don't know if y'all seen BK
Let me hit
yesterday,
him up.
right?
Let me do that. Let's see.
BK, y'all
Follow
heard BK
back.
because
All right, definitely.
they
Hey,
they be on the same tip too. BK, then Mr. P. I don't know if y'all seen him either. Yeah, because I'm meeting some people. That's what I'm
cool.
trying to show everybody my peoples and stuff. So, and BVO cool,
If
man.
I can, I'll be back, y'all. But y'all have a good
Oh
evening.
yeah,
All right.
For sure, man. Enjoy yourself, man.
Cool. Oh, love you always, King.
We about 2 hours late. So, I'm gonna drop it. Listen, I'm making moves and my phone
I
going
know
in and out.
he
Okay, for sure,
he
for sure.
he probably would have spit major fire in this conversation earlier.
Oh yeah, yeah. If he was in here, yeah, for sure.
Mm,
Yeah, because he got to be
yeah,
liking his perspectives, man. Or the way he,
I always,
you
I
know.
was, yeah, and I mean, and that's the thing is that there's so many people on this live on TikToks, even like you included. Even I think Broderick just came in, but even just having people on this live even speak, everybody's looking to help other people.
Hmm.
Despite what we've been through, despite what we've gone through, it's like we can have loyalty to ourselves, but we can also be loyal to other people. But it doesn't mean that we don't stop. I don't know how to stop. I don't know how to stop being loyal. I just don't.
Hmm. That's funny. I just thought about that. We're not just talking about the beginning of everybody that was at the beginning, and I just thought I'm looking.
Yep.
I see Bert in here. I didn't even know that dude would be in here quiet as listen. I guess. Yeah, he was. I think I would say he was the actual first one that commented in here. I think or was saying something. He kind of scared me at first though because he was like, "I am this." So I was like, "What?" This one I ain't really know him like that. I was like, "What?" But yeah, he was one of the ones too, right? That started me off and still we've been kicking it ever since. You know what I'm saying? All of us, everybody that I connected with Kanai we have not broke apart. You know what I'm saying? Except for
We have
probably
not.
Gabe. Gabe, I don't know what happened to him and stuff, and
Yeah.
we had our things and
I
stuff,
don't know. I haven't seen him. I haven't seen
but
him in a while. But
otherwise, everybody
it's
else, yeah.
well, even Kana will reach out to me and she's like, "Where are you at? Why aren't you in the women's Bible or the women's studies in the book
Hmm.
club?" But it's like I'm seeing clients at that time. I'm working like 16, 18 hours a day. It's rare that I actually get this opportunity to actually be in a live like
Hmm.
this anymore. So when I get it, when I have that opportunity to, I choose it. But it's not always about. It's not always in the life that I want to be in or in the life that I choose. But I get to choose. I get to choose where I spend my time
Hmm.
when I have that time, you know? And I think that's the problem with somebody or some people is that they go into these lives and then they want to create chaos. I don't deal
Yeah.
with the chaos
Trauma
anymore.
bonds. That's still a form of
I
trauma
don't.
bonding.
I do not deal with it. Like, if it's a chaotic live, if it's angry, if it's frustrating, if they're talking about celebrities, I'm like, none of y'all are celebrities. None of y'all are celebrities. And you're going to argue over a celebrity. It makes no freaking sense.
Hmm. I look at it if it ain't no solution or something. I just thought about this now. I feel like if it ain't no solution or no resolution at the end, majority of the time it's just a trauma bond. That's all it is. It's either a trauma bond
Yeah.
or a panda room,
Mm-hmm.
and you know what I'm saying, or a solution based room. That's the three rooms I'm thinking about. That is what it is. Or you got financial, but that's still some type of solution or that's some type of growth. You know what I'm saying? Growth. Okay, I forgot to add growth then. Right, growth,
Growth,
solution
growth
based.
mindset, growth mindset, or solution focused.
Hmm. And
That's
then you
what
got
they
the
say
panda
in the
rooms
psych
and
field.
the trauma bonding room.
Yeah.
So yeah, yeah. And panda
Mm-hmm.
still is a form of trauma bonding in a way, but some of them not panders, but they still trauma bonding by like you know, uh, I don't know, but it's still yeah. But I just noticed that
No,
all
I
on this
get
app
you.
if you think about it.
It's everywhere, but it's not even just on this app.
Oh, it
It's
ain't. Yeah, you're
actually
right.
it's actually in
Families.
humanity. Even yeah, in families, in the people that you walk across with every day. You see the homeless population. Um, whether when you go to work, you don't know what that employee goes home to.
Hmm.
A lot of people don't even they recognize themselves. It's going back to that ego. You're stuck in yourself that you forget that other people are actually going through something else. And that's where I had to learn that I can't fight other people's battles for them, but I
Mm-hmm.
can actually, but I can still present, I guess, a sword or make an impact on their life to tell them, look, it can be better. A lot of people are so stuck in depression and they're so stuck in the life that they're living,
The lack of
and
forgiveness.
sometimes yes, the lack of forgiveness. It reminds me of that saying that Josh Ship, he was a foster guy when I'm back way back in the day when I was working in foster care. And he said every child is one caring adult away from success. And I moved that and I spoke that on your platform. And I said, no, every person is just one person away from success. It's like you just need one person to actually care. You just need one. You just need one person to actually care about you, to actually give you that time to heal. Nobody even knows how to heal because they've never been allowed to heal.
Mm-hmm.
They've never even been allowed that. Or they don't even, and because they've never been allowed it, they don't know how to do it. So it's like, that's why I've been like with Speak when he said, and I said, look, because when what he spoke on today, when he said, lovely, he said, you told me how to like be still and sit in your moment. I was going through my moments myself. I was being still and I was liking it. I was like, because I had to sit back and I had to really kind of ingest everything that has been going on in my life and
Mm-hmm.
understanding it. It gave me a chance to take accountability. Because accountable if you don't acknowledge anything. You
Right.
have
And
to
be honest.
acknowledge something. You have to
Have
acknowledge it
to.
before you hold
Aware.
accountability. Yeah, awareness. Exactly.
Mm-hmm. No. Got to, for real. Be aware. Be honest. Acknowledge it, right? And
It,
sometimes you got to do something about it. Sure.
you're
So
right,
you got to
right.
correct it. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
that's all it is. That's how accountability is. But guess what? People don't. Accountability and ego don't even match most of the time. That's what
They
it is.
don't.
That's gonna
They
keep you
don't.
from pride. It's gonna keep you from doing it. Actually, ego. It's like I know somebody was like, "Well, I guess they was saying that ego. Why people make it seem like egos are bad? I never. The thing it ain't a bad. It's a bad thing when because it's a bad. It's a double edged sword. But most of the time, it's a bad thing the way
Mm-hmm.
how people is using it nowadays. You know what I'm saying? As in,
Right.
they can't.
Right.
No, you can't tell them nothing. It keep them stubborn. It keep them. But I'm gonna say the
Mm-hmm.
good parts first. The good part is it do keep you focused. It keep you from being naive, right? And it keep you from
Mm-hmm.
being. It keeps you um let me see. I couldn't think of another one. Not fast enough. But
Well,
basically, like
well,
I
when
said,
you,
but if you keep that same mentality to from not listening to the next person, that's what keeps you. It keeps you in grudges. It keeps you in closed minded, right? It keeps you know what I'm saying. So there's
right,
so much bad
right.
to ego more than good. You know what I'm saying. That's why I be telling people just put it to the
Mm-hmm.
side and say you couldn't have an ego, right? But you got to pick and choose when you got to have your ego. That's just how it is.
Mm-hmm. You do. And I think you spoke on this when you were talking about ego. I think it was a few weeks ago, and you were talking about ego, and I mentioned it, and I said, ego is it's actually a protective measure.
Mm-hmm.
Ego is used to protect us.
Mm-hmm.
Because we have to have an ego, we have to have some sort of
Got to.
pride in order to discern what is being presented to us. So
Mm-hmm.
our ego can come in handy, but
Mm-hmm.
we can't use it against other people. Our ego
Mm-hmm.
is for us. It's not
Yep.
for other people.
That's why I said to keep you from being naive though. Yes, that's why I say you can't be
Yep,
believing in anything. You know what I'm saying? But then it's like I said, it's a double edged sword though, for real.
it
'Cause it's
is.
like you
And
want to
I
be
think,
open minded, but you can't be open minded at the same time with when your ego get in the way.
mm,
So it's like you gotta. That's like
right.
with any other feelings, man. Any feeling that get in the way, right? You got to be able to think logical, right? Before a feeling, because
Mm-hmm.
ego is a feeling, right? It ain't. It sounds like it should be your brain. It sounds like a logical thing, but it's not. You know what I'm saying? It's just a feeling, or it's
Yeah, it's
Emotion or
almost like
feeling,
it's
one of the two.
something. I need to find it because there's actually an acronym for ego, like because
More
EGO,
pride.
and
Oh yeah, one you
I'm
had
trying.
said.
Yeah, and I'm trying to remember what that is. Oh
That's
my goodness,
what the
it's
heck?
gonna.
That was so far back when you came up with that in my life. He said, emotions, emotionally
Emotionally
generated.
generated opinion. Yes, thank you,
Gotcha. There
Kev.
you go. Remember I made that
Thank
up.
you,
Remember I
Kev.
made that up. That was crazy, bro.
Yes,
I
yes,
made
yes,
that. I made
yes.
that up, right? I be doing my friends like that. Like, no, what the heck you trying to steal from me? Remember I made
Yeah,
that one
don't
thing,
don't do that.
right?
Don't do that. Don't do that.
It's
Don't do
recorded on
that.
live. I made that up. Kev, laugh or learn. Kev made it. Nah, Lovely did it. Lovely
No, I
Liz.
did. I
I love
did. Emotionally generated opinion. Yeah, and well, it's
Mm-hmm.
like yet. Like people will say, I haven't done this yet. YET, you're eligible too. You're eligible too. You're
You're
eligible
eligible.
to like you. Yeah, you're eligible too. YET, yet. A lot of people say yet. This is why I don't like the word but. And I'm
I was
gonna
about to say,
create.
what's butt mean now? I was ready to go for that next.
I'm
Butt.
gonna create an
Big,
acronym for but.
ugly tush. It's like, no. It's like, no.
I'm gonna create an acronym for that. I haven't admitted that
I'm gonna
yet to
think
myself.
I'm good for those too. Let me see if I can think something fast. Let's see, let's
Yeah,
see.
that'll be in your tomorrow's live, which I will be on.
I'm
What time are
fast
you
with
gonna
it
be
too,
on
like
live
you. And I can
tomorrow?
think of some probably late again. You already know how my Saturdays go, so it might be
Yeah,
between
my Saturday.
nine to
I got.
11.
Oh, damn. Okay. Yeah, I got clients then. But it's okay. And this
What
is what.
in the afternoon? I mean, in the night?
Well, you see that's the thing though. I'm on California
Oh
time.
yeah, you
Everybody
three.
thinks, yeah, I'm
So,
3 hours behind
oh,
everybody that I've been in contact with.
you work night shift?
Everybody. No, I work days.
Oh, what time
Days.
you off?
Tomorrow, I think my last client is at 1:15, so I'll be done by 2:15.
Whoa, whoa.
But
In the
which
AM?
would be 5 o'clock your time.
Oh my! So you do dang there? You work nights? That's what I was talking about. The heck?
No, it's nice to you. It's not nice to me.
I'm saying
That's the
what?
thing.
Yeah, once it. Wait, hold up. You talk. Wait, you saying? Okay, hold up. You said you start at 5, right?
No, I start in the morning. I see my first client
Oh, the
tomorrow at
morning,
9:15.
nine
9:15.
fifty
Yeah.
morning.
9:15 in the morning, and
Oh,
then I
okay.
see my
Oh,
last client at 1:15. So
oh.
between those hours, sometimes I have a client who needs to reschedule, or
Mm.
and that's like today I had two clients reschedule. That's why I've been out being able to be on live today.
Yeah, I'm talking about in the afternoon. That's what I was talking about. That's
No,
why we
I'll be
get twisted.
available in the afternoon,
Right. I'm about to say I'm talking about the afternoon.
my afternoon is different than your
Yeah,
afternoon.
because I
Your
gotta work in the
afternoon,
I gotta work in the morning, so you're gonna be
yeah,
working when I'm working. So
yeah, exactly,
yeah,
exactly,
so yeah, yeah,
yeah.
for sure. So so yeah, you'll be able to see it then because you said you get off at
At
you
two
said
fifteen, I'll be done. Yeah,
1
that's
p.m. right?
my
1
last
p.m.
client. Yeah,
Yeah, and
yeah.
I'll get off at work like well, I get off at work at 12 though, but I ain't getting on live until late. So that's why I was
Oh,
saying that
okay.
though.
Yeah, no, I'm good all weekend. Once I'm done with my clients tomorrow, I have nobody else. Saturday night and Sunday is
That's
my
that grudges of
relaxation
forgiveness
time.
tomorrow. I'm gonna go. Let
Yep.
me give you since it ain't that many people in here. Let me tell you what this gonna be like. What the questions
Okay.
is because you know I got a
So,
couple of new
yeah,
questions.
what is your topic tomorrow?
So grudges of forgiveness part 10.
Oh,
Do
okay.
you think unforgiveness is taught or natural? Don't answer
Oh,
it now. Don't try to
wait.
do it now. Don't be slick.
No, no,
I'm
no.
just trying to
I
get
don't
it.
want to answer it. I don't want to answer it because I'm not going to. Do you think unforgiveness? Is that what you said?
Yep. Do you think unforgiveness is taught or natural? And number two is what are the signs of an unforgiving person or situation?
Ooh, ooh.
Yes,
Hey,
like no, I'm
I'm
good.
just gonna be a mod in that. I'm just gonna be a mod on
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Let
Make
me
sure
just
nobody
mod
else
that
heard this
live.
real quick because I don't want nobody answering. Now y'all better tune in tomorrow because we gonna
Nope.
be on.
Let me mod that one. Yeah, I'm gonna be a mod in
Mm-hmm.
that one. I may have hop in
You
the
say you want to be a
box.
mod?
No, I thought I already. I think I'm already one of your mods. I'm not sure, but I will mod that. But
No, you said you gotta let go of them lions first before you. We told you that. I want to wait on. Don't want to waste no mods when they be like, "Are you sure that you said you would be it?" I'm like, bro, she just disrespected me. Get him out of here. It's like that. You
no,
sure?
that's a really good topic. You
Oh
know,
yeah, I'm gonna
because
come with something every
I
week. I got some stuff, man.
I love when you talk about things that are beyond the surface. You know, and you know me, and I always talk about substance beyond the surface. You know, there's that, like you're hitting the iceberg below the water.
Oh
Like a lot of
yes,
people don't want to talk about that.
they
No,
not.
they don't
They
want to talk
not.
about unforgiveness because they don't
Nope.
even know what forgiveness is.
Right. Exactly. Tiziana, what's the deal, Tiziana? But yeah, man. Mm-hmm. But
That's gonna be fire. That's gonna be fire. That's gonna be fire.
what's the deal? BJ McCoy too in here. What's the deal? What was I about to?
Hey,
But what's up? What's up? What was I about to say? It was
Hello,
something I was about to
how's
say after
everybody
that.
doing?
Hmm.
oh, go ahead,
How's
Tiz.
everybody doing?
What's the? I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. You already know better than my yesterday. That's my saying. Better than my
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
yesterday. Hey, I caught Tiziana got my new saying now that I be doing. I was listening to my video, like, oh, Tiziana catching on. She be in my live a lot. When I be, because
Yeah.
that's my new little thing when somebody say something or somebody catching on to something. And I be like, we getting somewhere. That's my favorite new saying now. You know what I'm saying? Everybody go catch on to
Hey,
that.
BJ.
Who that?
Yeah, she say hi. She was on the
Who
live
that?
the other day.
Oh, oh yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah. Well, it was something I was about to say that tied into the with the
With the unforgiveness.
yeah, I think I was about to say something about
No, no, you need to wait till tomorrow. You need to wait
no,
till
I ain't about to
tomorrow.
talk about it though. I was gonna say oh no, I was gonna just say that I actually where these topics come where the new ones be coming from because I try to change it because I'm at least know I'm gonna do it another 50 times this year because this got to get talked about every other
Right,
weekend, man.
right, right,
Because
right.
but I'm probably gonna let the other one go because I'm gonna die down on that one though, with the blood because I was on part 7 with that blood with that race and ethnicity one. I was like whatever. I'm gonna give it that one a break though, and then I'm gonna start doing like probably see if I can find a bigger topic to do on Saturday. So every other week I'm gonna do grudges of forgiveness. So that's
Right.
what I'm about to say. I get those from actually learning from my past. They're talking about grudges of forgiveness. I get those, and that's what be helping me more as I talk about it. I think about more questions that I can have for the next topic of the next week and stuff. So that's how I be thinking about it. I'm like, oh, and I be asking
Exactly.
questions on my own videos, like, why didn't I ask that or something?
I feel you. And it's crazy because I want to go live more often because I've built up enough people that I know will support that.
hmm
But I'm really trying to do my podcast.
Yeah,
And
it's kind of hard
I'm
though because we
really
all split
trying.
apart. That's why
Yeah, we
that many
did.
people don't be in my room because it's like hard to support everybody at one time and stuff. So it's like we all done
Right,
made our own.
right.
Yeah, so it'd be
Hmm.
so hard sometimes. And then you already know I done made my schedule. So some of the times like when my room probably get a little bigger, it'd be the times that other people done got off and stuff. So that's just what it
Right.
be. But I
Hmm.
just have to consistent. I told myself to get it this year. I said I'm gonna stay consistent and hey, I'm gonna get there.
Bingo.
Hmm.
Bingo. It's like truly, it's like um even when you see, and I'm not talking about corporate. I'm talking people that they start from the ground down. It
hmm
was like they had a vision, people, it's like, but they had a consistency.
hmm
Even when people around them, they were like, oh, they see the dream in their head. So it will grow. It's like he remembers, like when we were talking about manifestation, it's like if you don't believe it, it will not come.
Right. I already know. And that's why I was like that since the beginning of this year, man. I already said that. I made that promise to
Mm-hmm.
myself, man. And then as I keep doing, I'll be running to good people and stuff. And then what's making help me motivate more is like the people I'll be meeting, and I'll be running to like, or some of my, even my content and stuff. I'm finding people through there and stuff that be cool and stuff. Like, remember I met that T Chantel girl that used to, that was one of the first ones that kind of motivated me. Like, oh, people is looking at my stuff or
Mm-hmm.
whatever, stuff like that. I'm like, it helped me push, and then, people coming in here like saying I'm helping them and all that stuff. That made me grind even harder. You know what I'm saying? Because it showed that I can help more and more people, and that's all I've been trying to do anyway. That's why I say if I got to baby step it until then. One day I might take off, it is what it is. As long as I'm, being productive and, helping or being consistent and still helping people in the process. Because even I look at, like I said, even if I'm not helping somebody, I'm still helping myself. It's helping me become a
Yep.
better person in real life, besides just being on this app and acting fake. And so, because people at the job, if they hear me, they be saying, I mean, if y'all was to talk to them, they know I'm a positive person. I stay to myself, and I'll be trying to make sure everybody is having a good day. You got. So I say I want to. I'm building it in because it's a habit. You know what I'm saying? I had to change my mentality as of like 2 years ago and keep focusing on it. If I'm playing and faking one day and be negative the next day because I'm off the app and all that stuff, I'm not, it's going to show. You can see when it's genuine or not. You know what I'm saying? So it's like to build yourself to be a certain character, you have to, it's all about habits. That's what I actually learned that changed my life with this book called Atomic Habits, what I mentioned for the 14th time, probably not. But it's
Yes.
like
Yep.
things are happening. That's why I tell people that you can change your mentality and stuff. It's just you choose not to because you feel like it's hard or it's gonna take a long time. But the same way that you built yourself to be this type of character, it's gonna probably take about the same way, the opposite way. You just gotta you can beat it. Like people be talking about I mean, I believe in people that got the victim mentality. I believe they can change. Like we all probably had that victim mentality at one point too, right? I think I did at one point. I was always blaming everybody. I tell myself I can. I done went back and forth. My ego was getting in the way, but hey, the more I kept focusing on trying to, that I realized that I can be whatever I want to be and identify myself, whatever. Not the new identify myself like how they doing now. So I don't want to make the room jump up, but I'm just saying you can pick your identity. If we set ourselves and tell ourselves that I am this person and this is what I'm gonna live by, you know what I'm saying? That's what you don't. That's you trapping yourself once again. You limiting yourself again. You can literally be whatever you want. Just like I keep using the same thing that if I wanted to be a hippie tomorrow, I'm gonna focus on hippie type habits and I can become that. I can start loving trees and living peace, love, and joy and start smoking blunts and all that, whatever they be having in their mouth. But I can do that. You can do that. That's what I'm saying. Everybody can do that. When people be giving me excuses why they can't change or be a certain way, I just let them. They got to figure out on their own though. But that's them limiting themselves or making excuses and their ego getting in the way and telling them that you can't. You know what I'm saying? So y'all just made me drift like that. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry, y'all.
Jamming.
Honestly,
Not apologize. Hey,
Shay,
touche.
hello.
Uh,
Um,
Touche.
I want to jam with you. Good vibes on Friday. Good vibes. We're jamming,
You
and
know.
I hope you like jamming too.
You got the,
You
the
know what's
Bob
crazy?
Marley.
You know what's crazy is in my waking up moment, Bob Marley was a big influence. And I don't mean Bob Marley as far as, smoking weed, but I mean as far as how much he wanted for his people and how he was going about it. You feel me?
Hmm.
And I think when people have a good mindset to be something and do something that they really want to do, they get it done. Like Kev said, people, if you want different, you go be different. If you don't want different, you ain't gonna be different. You go just be you gonna be comfortable with
Exactly.
what you in. Um, I think loyalty is one of the things that is very hard to change because you either very loyal to somebody or you like not loyal to them at all. Um, I think loyalty is it's not a gray area. Well, I feel like love isn't a gray area as well.
Yeah.
Um, you know, um,
Happiness.
but I have a
yeah,
question on
like
that loyalty. Okay. So don't you think that even when we conversate to each other, we're actually talking to ourselves? I was reading a book, right? Which it makes sense. It's like I used to. expect love, expect loyalty, expect justice with my exterior. But if I'm loyal to myself, if I'm self-love, if I'm just with myself, then it's just gonna be automatic that that's my expectation from others, and I will show them also how I want to be treated.
I think any form of expectation from another person is immediately opening a way to be opening the door for a downfall, and that's what I realized
I
about
forgot we
people.
agree on that.
Thank
Yeah, like
you, Touche.
I think something that I just kind of don't do is expect. I don't expect anything from you, but
That
you
hurts
to
us.
be
Okay,
for
so
you to
let
be
me
you.
rephrase. I want you to understand what I was trying to say. I used the wrong wording. So
Okay.
here it comes. I just met you tonight, right?
No, I met you
I
before.
did we? I speak with so many people. I'm sorry and I apologize.
It's all right.
But I'm 53 years young. What I'm trying to say is this. If I meet somebody for the first time, I respect myself and I want to give the same respect that I have for myself to the person that I meet, right?
Hmm.
So if I'm not getting the same vibration, the same positivity, I'm still wishing him peace and love and I'm out. Do you understand? And is it an
No,
expectation or
I
is
get what
boundary?
I
Okay.
get what you're saying, but what I'm saying is I don't expect that, right? So people that do good, right? I do good out the kindness of my heart because I want to, not because I'm gonna get a payment back, not because I'm getting my ticket into heaven. I'm doing it because I want to do it. I have given bums money. I ain't said I'm gonna get this bum $20 and then this bum go see me in the future and give me $20. I never said that. So when you do stuff with the notion of good things, the world is gonna come back. Karma's gonna come back. It may not be in the shape or form it is that you want it, but it's not nothing as far as like you're not gonna say, yeah, today I'm gonna sit back here. I gave a bum $20. That bum ain't gonna give you $20 back, and you can't expect him to. You feel
Exactly,
me?
Touche. Well, and that's the thing.
But you
People will
see,
put expectations upon you that you don't even know how to meet yourself, or you can't meet
Hmm.
them
yeah,
yourself, and you
yeah,
don't have them yourself, and then now you're expecting somebody else to do you. You're actually setting yourself up for disappointment.
Yeah.
I think people mix their boundaries up with expectations. That's the problem. You know what I'm
exactly.
saying? So
Maybe that's
boundaries and
boundary.
expectations, those are two different things. Even though you got your expectations, but it's something that you should be able to tolerate, but you can't expect the next person. That's where the problem come in at. Wake
Hey,
up,
Kev,
okay, my
remember we
brother
agreed on
BK
this?
in the building. How you feeling, man?
Remember we had
Yeah,
this
BK's
conversation about
here.
That's my
remember we had
boy,
that
man.
conversation about um you setting boundaries and you having boundaries for somebody and you was like, I didn't know it was a difference. And we was like, Kev, it definitely is a difference of having
Well,
well, no, that was accountability. My bad. I was like, I can be accountable for my actions, but I can only hold somebody near me accountable for their actions, right? I like I said, I'm gonna
Good.
consistently say this because I think that people need to realize that we're all human. Nobody is perfect. And if you did find somebody that's perfect, you wouldn't even believe it. You would not believe it. You would be so
exactly,
in
Touche.
you would be so like I asked a girl, I was like, what's your idea of a good relationship? And she told me that. I said, if you got that all in your face right now, she like, I wouldn't believe it. My point. You gotta be real with
Exactly.
you gotta be real
Yeah,
with yourself. And I think people have unrealistic expectations for themselves.
Exactly.
they
They have
do. Be-
unrealistic expectations for themselves. They want to live a life that uh is something that they see or they think goes they see other people with it that they can grasp it. Sometimes certain stuff listen, I know a
Some people
gang
don't
of
even be
I heard
fair.
of certain people look at these millionaires. We want to live just like them, but yet they unhappy. They not
they're
happy with their
Mm.
very,
life.
very unhappy because their expectations they met for themselves, and nobody around them is meeting the expectations for them.
What I mean by
What?
they get hurt off not even being fair.
Yep.
You got to be reasonable sometimes.
Look,
Right. You got to be reasonable.
you know who's a big person that kind of shocked me when it happened? Um, somebody help me out with this. Plays the genie on Aladdin.
D's.
No, help me figure out that guy's name.
Oh, you said the
Oh,
genie on
Robin
Aladdin?
Williams.
Robin Williams. Robin
Yeah,
Williams
yeah, yeah,
looked like
yeah,
he was the
yeah.
most happiest
S-
person in the
But he
Right.
was
That
world.
hit us hard on that
sad.
one.
He
Yeah,
was
that.
sad as hell. He was
Yeah.
sad. He
Yeah.
was sad.
You feel me? And we thinking that's just like we see certain people that walk of life, right? And we immediately just think they happy. Like I see Adam Sandler, and I be like, Adam Sandler probably happy. I
Mm,
don't know what Adam Sandler going through. Adam Sandler is
mm,
probably sitting
Right.
there like I'm miserable.
But
mm,
can
Hey,
I say something? It's
hey,
like
Touche.
comedy,
I said this earlier.
comedian,
Go
comedian
ahead,
in
Susanna.
general. Yes, comedian in general. If you make a research, there are people that they take reality that they're sad and make it fun because in this time in society, we know what's going on, but we need to put as a joke just to overcome. So with that
Hmm.
understanding, I never thought that comedians they are so happy out of the job. They like to make people laugh, and that's their energy. But comedy we come from some tragedy or some sadness, you know.
There's always some truth and some jokes. That's why I tell
Yes.
people a big thing too. When people consistently make certain jokes to you, it's some truth in that. Which is why
mm.
I be like, okay, if you don't kept saying the
Yep.
same thing over and over, right? You like, I'm just playing, I'm just playing. No, but you saying something serious. Like you
Right.
trying to get
Yeah.
at me a certain way. And
Yep.
I'm very much like, I don't plan that. I don't define to that. I don't support that. I'm more of a realistic person. If you jump in a water full of sharks, somebody might be like, you never know. The sharks might not be hungry and you might make it out. I'll be like, bro, you jump in that water with sharks. That's it.
Yeah.
And they'd be like,
And
oh,
you
well,
can
that's so
jump in the
negative.
water.
That's so
You
negative.
can
No,
jump
it's
in the water,
realistic.
and there may be no sharks.
Yeah.
But if there is a shark, if
But
there
what I'm
is a
getting at,
shark,
I'm saying all that to get at, what I'm saying is, I'm getting at to saying it's a difference between being realistic and being positive. Because you're realistic does
exactly,
not mean you're not positive. It
exactly,
just means you being
exactly.
realistic about a situation. Kev, if you get on a skateboard and you ride down the street and you hit a crack, realistically, I'm gonna say, hey Kev, you gonna fall and it's gonna hurt. I'm not being negative. I'm just saying what
You're
two
speaking real.
plus two equals
This the
four.
difference, though. I got you now. I'm glad you did that, though. Now I'm glad.
I'm
Right.
so glad Touche brought
But
this up.
but the difference is why you the difference. That's not that's okay. We know what realistic is. I actually just think I just lost a friend recently with that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if she gonna come back in here again. Her and her husband. I ain't say no names, y'all. Just shush, shush, shush. But I know they was doing the same thing about there being realistic versus positive, right? But everybody can't take me, right? So,
Hmm.
um, the thing is the difference between, like you said, you can be positive and realistic at the same time. But if you're positive and realistic, you will say the positive things, not the negative thing into that situation. That's like, okay, of course it's possible if um you might get a black eye when you go when you or you might lose, right? I'm just going to the main thing. You might lose in a fight, right? So yeah, you possibly
Hmm.
could lose or something like that. But the positive way is like, you might you right. It's just like it's like the same thing of looking at the cup, right? Where they be saying the cup is half
Empty
empty
or it's half
or it's
full.
half full. They
Yeah.
rather say the half empty part, even though it's realistic, right? But they rather
Right.
say the half empty part rather than saying the half full. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So it's just like it's all the point of view behind the realisticness. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? You know what? One of my things is right. If I ever get drunk and I say, Kev, I'm finna do a backflip, and you know deep down in your heart, you know I can't do a backflip. Don't encourage me to do the
No,
backflip.
no, I wouldn't
You're
even
gonna
encourage that. What's that?
Kev's
If
probably
I know the
gonna try and
results at
talk
the
you
end of
out
it,
of
what would
it.
I be? I think a negative person would be like, go ahead and do it. You know, I'm just the opposite. Go ahead
Hey,
and
but
bust
that's
your,
what
Right.
that's what. But
go ahead and break your neck.
you know why I say that, right? Because it be people in life, and I'm not taking this from nobody. You feel me? I'm not trying to make nobody. I don't never want to make nobody feel as if they can't do something.
Right.
But I also want to let you know, Kev, if you come to me and we go out and get drunk, and you be like, Touche, you my boy. You know I could do a backflip, right? I'm like, yeah, Kev, you can do a backflip for sure. And you be like, I'm finna do a backflip right now. The first thing that's gonna come up in my mind is, Kev, don't you do this backflip because you know you can't really do this backflip. Now, I'm not trying to be negative and I'm not trying to doubt you, but if you do this backflip, I don't think it's gonna work out. I'm just saying, in my personal opinion, I wouldn't do it.
I would say don't do it now, and that I would say the opposite actually, because I'm like
Right.
that's kind of dangerous, right? I wouldn't recommend you do that. You know what I'm saying? No matter how it's like I said, it depends on the situation
But
on
but
that.
doesn't it boils down to choices though. It's like even if Touche tells Kev, hey, don't do this, or Kev tells Touche, do not do this. If you decide to do that, that was your choice.
And then the craziest thing about it is me growing up, you feel me? I always sit back there and my friends always will do certain stuff and I be like, they look at me and then they look at me like, oh man, what happened? Bro, don't look at me for no answer right now. Because I'm finna laugh. Because as your friend, I told you not to do it. And now, maybe if you face this little bit of embarrassment, you won't do it again. You won't do it again. People be telling their friends, trying to be super duper positive about certain stuff, and then their friends sit back there and then do something, and then guess what happens?
You know, pop. This so funny, dog.
Who, me?
Positive. They be acting like when you positive, you gotta be dumb or something. That's so weird. It's like, no, you gotta still be
Right.
smart with your positivity.
Right.
Like they make it seem like it's either you gotta be negative or you gotta be dumb. You know what I'm saying? It's just like it's weird. I don't think positive mean being dumb either. I,
I think some people just be. I think people be telling people. That's one of my. I
I
think
think
one of my
people are
biggest things.
ignorant. I think
I
it's
think people just be
ignorance.
telling people certain stuff sometimes, and they really don't be realizing that, bro. Stop telling that man to do certain stuff that you don't tell me to do nothing that you would not do.
right.
Right, right. So, Kev,
Exactly.
I'm not gonna tell you to go out there and have relations with a lady, and I wouldn't do it, bro. Because why would I tell you that? What kind of friend am I? But we do have people out here who consistently do that. Oh well, man, I mean, it's just it's and
I
that
don't
now
know.
that taps into
I
loyalty. To me, that taps into loyalty.
I see it from another perspective, truly. And I have adult children, and as much as you're trying to warn them, they're gonna have to make their own experience. Some people they listen to advice. Some people they say, well, that was your experience, I'm gonna have mine, so at that point go for it.
Mhm.
Well, and that's that was a question that I had asked earlier on Kev's live, and we've talked about it months and months, months prior to this. At what age do you have choice? If you decide to do the damn backflip, that's on you.
Accountability. That's when you get held accountable.
Yeah, your friend can try and talk you out of it, but if you still do it, that's not on you, or that's
But
not
as
on
soon as
them.
you
That's
ask,
on you.
but listen, please. After 18, if you ask to somebody what you should do,
Wait,
right?
did you say
It's like
18?
you're taking
Did you
away,
say,
it's like,
hold on, did you say 18?
yeah, 18 and over, you're an adult,
No,
right? So you're
no, no, no,
responsible
no.
for your action.
That's an adult according to the government.
Right,
But we all
right.
have choice. You have a choice when you're 10. You have a choice when you're 11. You have a choice when you're 15.
Hmm. 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 It's different. I don't think as a child you really have much choice in things, you
See,
know?
What
and
make
that's
you
why
a
children.
child then? Let's get there then. Let's go somewhere with this one now. What
Right.
makes
I
you a
mean,
I'm
child? What
sorry.
makes you an
I'm
adult?
sorry.
like
I
you.
had to switch it up. I had to switch it up. I'm
I'm
sorry.
sorry. I honestly think like at 10 years old, you need to have a choice to whether on certain stuff. Why? Because this is the biggest problem right now for me, and I just realized this about my generation.
Mm.
They didn't have any chores, right? They didn't have chores. That's why everybody feels like given. They feel they have a sense of entitlement. When you have to earn something, you find out the value of a dollar, right? You
Mm-hmm.
find out what you can do, you know what you can't do. That's the part of with chores. And we wonder why this generation is so, oh, I need this. Oh, no, I don't want to work. I don't want to work for the rest of my life. I don't want to do this because they never was taught the value of a dollar. Now the choice is when you're a child to do your chores, your choice is basically, hey, you do your chores, you get paid. You do your chores, you get paid. You get paid, you get stuff that you want. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And for the most part, a lot of people did not have that. And I posted this the other day. I said the reason why some of y'all don't have the necessary stuff to do. I mean, y'all don't have like the mindset to go work or whatever like that. It's because y'all didn't even have an allowance, right? Your parents didn't teach you the value of a dollar. Y'all wasn't, oh, my allowance was I got to live in a house for free and all that. No, they should have gave you allowance because now it shows you that you have to work for stuff.
It's earned. It's like earned income credit.
Yeah,
It's
like
got to
what?
be earned. It's got to be
And
earned. What
I
the
just
work that you put in, it's teaching responsibility, and with what comes with responsibility is choice. Is choice.
exactly, which is
Or
why I feel like you have a choice. As a kid, you had a
yep.
choice. You had a choice to sit back there and work, to do your chores, to get paid, so you can go get them shoes or go get that video game or go get that Barbie doll or whatever the case may be. That's why I think it's necessary to have
So,
choice.
to say, right? There is an imbalance. That's what you're saying, right? I feel you. But don't you think, because I've been thinking about this, and I was born in 1969. So
Hmm.
I come from a family that it was too much. There was too much abuse. There was no communication to a child. It was like either you do it or you feel it, right? So me as a parent, yes, I installs like you clean your room here. If you do your chores at the end of the week, you get the $5, to teach them responsibility. But by the time I was doing this, your internet come out. I'm teaching them something in the house. They go to school. They learn something different. So where my kids, they all are employed. They're living their life. I see many kids of my children age that are lost. But those that were the one that the babysitter was the PlayStation 24/7 because the parents they are outside working three jobs because to maintain them, that's what you have to do in these days, right? So
Hmm.
where do we find the middle balance? I don't want to go back where it was just hitting or do it. That's not correct. But not even, just sit down, let me carry you everything. So where
Okay.
we talk and we find
Okay.
the balance.
So I'm gonna be honest with you. With kids, the balance is very much hard because a lot of people have adapted to gentle parenting. Now, I'm not for gentle parenting because you don't have to beat your kid, but you can discipline your kid. That discipline is showing them that every cause has an effect, right? But to like find a happy medium in this, I just feel like we need to be. That's why I feel like households need both parents, and
Right.
unfortunately, our economy is not one parent to like one parent can't do everything with with them being the only ones that work. Like I feel like another thing is like people need to let go of the past. People who consistently be like traditional, 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 where the economy isn't traditionally where we were at. It's not there no more. What people need to
We at
do is
least
they
had
need
a
to.
traditional mentality.
I mean, you can have a traditional mentality, but if you can't have no for traditional finances. You can't have that. You can't have some of
Nah.
that stuff because we can't have that. So I think that people need to sit back there and they need to partner up because when you get married or whenever you had a relationship or whatever your status is, y'all need to be adequate about working with each other to make sure that this kid gets what they need to get. You can't say I don't work and I don't want to work. Like, not saying you, but they can't say I don't want to do this because I want to be a full time mom. Well, what about the dad? Oh, the dad said I don't want to do that because I want to be a full time dad. Well, what about the mom? Like we need it in order for things to be fixed and for it to meet on common ground. We all have to become a team, and that's why I stress to a lot of people too. If y'all feel like when my generation grows up now, they feel like because they got social media, they got so many options. They
I
got so
say
many options.
I
Go
would
ahead,
say it
Philly.
Exactly.
depend on the situation though. It's case by case on that. If I feel like if you can make it work, make it work. Because a team can work in many ways. A team can be simply the traditional way. Somebody making it, keeping the home safe and straight, and somebody that's out there grinding, and then come back home to what I'm saying, it's less work. It's still a 50-50 on that situation, no matter what. You ain't got to be
Yeah, that's a
50-50 with the
50-50
bills
type.
considered. Huh?
Yeah, and that's I agree with you. That's a 50-50 type situation, right?
Yeah.
But you want to
Yeah.
know what's crazy with our generation? They got people they got people out here promoting. I'm not finna sit here and go to work and then go home and then have to deal with the kids and like everybody wants this fairy tale Cinderella story
Right.
life, and we don't live in that time. And that's the saddest thing
Huh?
about it is all of our kids is now adapting to that because what are they doing? They listen to the podcast. These podcasters telling them, well, if you gotta work all this time and you gotta do all this and you gotta do all that, maybe you need to not be like, bro, y'all not teaching each other the right way. Y'all teaching each other negative stuff, and then it's going on to the next generation.
You know,
Hey,
to
for me to
me,
clear the air though, real quick, when I say 50-50, I mean 100-100 because I forgot here.
Yeah,
50-50 irritates
honey,
my
honey.
soul hearing it. You know what I'm
okay.
saying?
Right,
That's the most
right.
childishest stuff ever.
I don't do the
That's
50-50
too
either.
childish for me. 50-50. But I mean 100
Mm-hmm.
100 when I said that. So for just to clear the air for the
Mm-hmm.
8 people that was in here.
Yes, yes, 100%.
What you was about to say? Somebody about to say something.
Yeah, but I lost with the 100, it went away somewhere.
Yeah,
It'll
it'd
be
be
back.
like they was. I did that earlier too.
No,
I
no,
cut my own self. I'm like,
but
hold
I
on,
Now,
what
see
you
number?
what.
were saying something to Shay, you were saying something, and then what were you saying last?
I just said like I feel like in order for us to find the happy medium for each other to raise kids to be a better generation in the next generation, like we have to stop this nonchalant, oh, this person is gonna pull all the weight and I'm gonna just do this. Like I said, to me,
Yeah, that's why.
I get on social media, and that's one of the biggest headaches to me is, oh,
Exactly.
well, you got to be like this, and you got to be like this. A man supposed to, a woman supposed to, like, for everybody who keeps saying what a man and a woman and all that supposed to be, y'all might as well go change gender and be it and show us how good it is that since you got it down
Yeah.
pat.
Touche. Can I ask you if you don't mind?
Well, and
Like I'm 50 years young, right? So
Mhm.
how old are you? Which generation are you?
I'm I'm 32. I was born in
Okay.
the 90s.
So yeah, you're Gen Z, like my daughter.
Uh huh.
Okay. So here it is. You know a time without internet, without cell phone as a child, right?
Mhm.
Now think
Mhm.
about this. My daughter, she's 26, my baby.
Mhm.
She was already born with the internet. Okay. So her perspective of society and life in general is totally different from how I received it at her age when she was a child. So we need to have that, like, because I see a lot of parents and children with a disconnection and never they say maybe it's their cell phone, because I used to see my kids. I never give them permission. I never bought a cell phone. I say, if you got a job, you buy your own cell phone, because I will gladly pay for sport, but not for that kinds of stuff. And I was telling him, do you know that he goes, it pop up and another pop up and another pop up. Is like, I can take one conversation, one reading at a time. Now I need to take time to understand what I read and take my own conclusion. But when you keep on bombarding from different news, different products, the brain, it was not designed to take all these information at once. And it's done purposely to keep us lost, to keep us not thinking what is the meaning of life, what are we doing, who we are. So it's a bigger issue than just, unheal. It has to be collective. We need to sit down and talk, because corporate is taking hold of our sanity almost, if you think about it.
Well, if you get back to it, though, it's not just that we're trying to remove this technology from our children. We actually have to sit down and have these conversations with our children, but we need to listen to them. We need to understand where they're, because if you think about it, our kids, we actually have to send to school, and they go to school at the same time that we go to work, typically. And at the end of the day, are you going to read with them? Are you going to actually go through the historical stuff, or go through are you actually going to sit down with this child, or do you give them that PS3? Do you give them that
And that's, it,
do you
I get
give
what you, I
them?
exactly what I get you.
Okay, thank you, Touche.
I get, but that's the thing. That's why I said look at it like this. After you done went to work, you're tired, right? They done went to school. They kids, they got multiple. That's why I feel like a two-parent household is a requirement, because all this energy
Mm-hmm.
that these kids have, you need to be finding different assets to like do stuff with them. The reason these kids are so
Mm-hmm.
adapted and so glued to a tablet or the video game is because guess what? The parents ain't around, and they don't got the energy to do. Oh, I'm tired. I just want to lay down. I had a long day. Yeah, but you got a kid. You got a
Yep.
kid. And your kid been at school sitting down all
Mm-hmm.
day. So now they ready. Hey, I'm up and ready. I want to go outside. I want to do this. Mom, can we go do this? And this. No, I'm tired. I'm doing
You know
this. And as
the part
parents, they need.
You know, that
Go ahead.
actually goes
the
back
part
into
that
the
scare
topic
me.
that Kevin is talking about, is when
Yeah,
we
but
talk about loyalty, are we actually loyal to our children? Are we
I don't
loyal to
know.
our children?
But watch this. The other day I went to a store, right? There was this it
But
must be a toddler on diaper. But how he used the tablet, it was better than me. Who's teaching the
no,
child?
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So, because a lot of times what parents will do is they give them the tablet, or they give them the phone, or they give them the cartoon, or whatever that this child wants to watch, so that they don't have to do it. And that's the problem. We're removing ourselves as parents. We're actually giving somebody else the guidance to guiding our children, rather than ourselves.
And to be honest with y'all, some of y'all just be giving the guidance to YouTube, and then wonder why your kid talking about they want to be a YouTuber.
Exactly,
They
touche.
want to be a YouTuber because YouTube is raising y'all kids.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Don't
YouTube is
hurt them
raising
like
y'all
And
that.
then
kids.
and then parents complain about why their kids aren't doing what they want them to do.
Because you're
It's
Mm-hmm.
not
like
raising them.
it's like
YouTube
wait a
raising them.
minute, this.
And then they don't want
YouTube
you to
raising
check
them.
them. Don't check my
Yeah,
kid.
that.
And
Exactly.
I maybe I'm once again maybe my age says a lot about stuff. But man, I'm from my people around me. I was getting checked by people that wasn't even my mama.
Me too.
I
Me
was
too.
getting checked by
I,
people
I
that's
was
not my
getting
mom.
checked by. I was getting checked by the neighbors.
You know you ain't supposed to be outside. Why you telling on me? You're not even my parent.
Right. Snitch.
You feel me?
No,
Like people.
we were letting out at 2 o'clock, if we come back at the sundown. But I had a beautiful on the outside. I mean, I sometimes I look at these new children and I feel sad for them because I used to go climb tree, get the cherry off the tree, go biking.
Them
Smoking the
kids is
tree.
on YouTube looking
Exactly.
at how to
Well,
make slingshot stuff. Like
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
them kids
And
is
you know
not
what?
ready.
Like what you said, Tiziana, um, you feel bad for the. I do feel bad for the children, because we're not raising our children in the way. I feel bad for the parents that are raising their children, because when those parents get older and they need to be taken care of, guess who's going to take care of them?
Mm-hmm.
In a nursing home where I was working before I broke my back.
Yeah, that's exactly what's gonna happen. Because why am I watching you and you didn't even watch me?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly, touche.
And I be telling
Double
people that
uno
too. Like
card.
Karma is
and I hate
real.
to be that person. I hate to be that person to tell people that, but yeah, you need to take more time with your kids, and you need to do stuff. And then the moment you tell somebody about that, you can't tell me how to be a parent, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And then guess what your kids gonna do? Be doing 9 times out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
You not they ain't listening to you. I remember it was a time where I was so scared to say anything back to my mom.
Man.
These kids now,
They don't
I
give
was
a.
raised. I was raised by Michelle. I don't know what y'all raised by, because Michelle was not playing that game with me. She was. You said what? Yeah, all right. Yeah,
You
you
know,
might not have. You might be picking your teeth up off the floor playing with my mama.
Mm-hmm.
touche. I was
Yeah.
raised, you remember in the Bill Crosby, I remember watching one time the show and they were saying, I put you in this world and I'll take you out of it. And they really truly meant it. So,
Right.
Yeah.
so,
Yeah.
when
That
here
was
they
something.
say, one time I told my daughter, she was around 15 and I was divorced with her father. So
Mm,
I told her, she goes, I'm going to take a shower. I said, okay, please clean the bathroom also before you take a shower. She called
hmm
911 because I was abusing her.
But that's not abuse. That's not
I
abuse. That's
know,
me
but you
being a
understand?
parent.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you should have
Yeah. But
saw
see,
the
that's
face
what I'm
of the
saying. You
policeman
know
when
what?
he came,
You know.
you
You want
know?
to know what my mom told me once upon a time?
Mm.
You could call the police if you want to. Call the police if you want to. I promise you,
Yeah,
you're gonna
call
be in
them.
that group
See
home.
what they do.
Yeah, you
See
gonna be
what
in
they
that
do.
group home. You gonna be in that group home. You got everything. You got your own bed. You got your own TV. You got your own game system. You got your own clothes. You got your own shoes. You call that group, call the police, and they take you to a group home. You will gonna be sharing everything. And because I was the only child,
Exactly.
and because I was the only child, um, I was like, I'm not trying to share nothing with them. Like, I don't know them kids. Like, and my mom worked at a group home with kids. And I will really like
Mm-hmm.
I remember going there with my mom and I would see them and they would just be always having to share something. Or I would hear my mom on the phone, talking to these kids and I'd be like, bro, like that don't sound too likely. And I think that's what parents be so scared about. Oh, my kid's gonna call the police on me. Your kid is gonna be in a group home and gonna be begging to come back when they realize
Yes.
what they they're gonna sit there and they're gonna be thinking like, I don't even want to be here anymore. Like kids, like
And that,
sometimes you have to
hey,
scare your kid.
and touche, that goes back into what we were talking about earlier. At what age do you have choice?
I
That kid made that that
Yeah, go
kid
ahead.
made that choice and
You made that
said,
choice and now you in a
And
group
yet,
home, cause and effect.
and
now you
Cause and effect.
exactly. Now you ain't even happy with your own choice.
You thought, oh, you was
yeah,
getting steak and potatoes certain days. Now you
yeah.
eating noodles all the time.
But
Like
it's so
Right.
easy.
I did.
It's like when kids are unruly, like, it's like when they go through a divorce. I had a situation like, you know, I was very, it's like education orientated, it's like, and then when she will go to see her father, he's like, oh, your mom doesn't like you to color your hair or put makeup. Let's go buy some, right? So here it comes. I can get this from this one, and this one tell me no. So the good parents, the bad parents, and
But
then she come back
that's why
home.
y'all got to be in a home together, exactly like that. Like
Exactly.
Exactly.
that's
Exactly.
exactly why.
Well,
Because
what is?
if my mom tell me I can't go out, my dad passed away. Like I said, my dad passed away when I was 12. So
Mm,
my mom said I can't go nowhere. I
mm,
I can't go nowhere.
Well,
mm.
and that's the thing though. If you look at it from a children's perspective, the parents are the best model of how they actually experience relationships. If
Mm-hmm.
you're divorcing when they're 10, when they're 5, when they're 15, or when they're 20, you actually are setting an example for your children of an idea of commitment. So not only are you telling your children, look, sometimes things don't work out, but you're telling them why they didn't work out.
And I think the reason why a lot of kids are kind of becoming more rebellious is simply because these parents aren't explaining why. My mom was explaining why certain times, and she would also, very much also, she would be like, "I'm not gonna explain it to you, and you'll understand one day." It's different. Like you have to, like people have to open their minds up. We don't live in that generation where people hang out after 8 o'clock. Like,
Exactly.
like you have to explain. Hey, listen. The reason I don't want you hanging out at 8 o'clock is because this one kid was in a car and they started shooting, and that person is no longer here. So I'm just trying to protect you. Guess what? Your kid is gonna remember. They may not agree with you. That ain't gonna happen to me because we all do that. We all did that. That's not gonna happen to
Well,
me.
I think
I ain't explaining to no kid.
a lot of parents don't take accountability for themselves, so they don't even know how to explain it to their children.
I wait
Because
till
I
they get
remember my
become a
mom used to tell
teenager.
me,
or or if they come from chaos, they never had a good example. So they're all in our own to figure it out a better way to raise them.
Mm.
Because
yeah,
in this country, unless you don't have the money, you really don't get the education. But what I say to everybody, the library is free, and I advise that. If I had to do a do-over, I will do the healing job first, and then I will have a family. Because thankfully, my kids are grown. I have relationship with them. They're good. Some they're not to the forgiven part, but that's gonna be something for tomorrow, right?
Ah,
Mm.
the
So, but
grudges.
that, but that, you know what I mean? Is like it's understanding. It's like I learn in therapy that the only thing I can do is make amend. It's not my call if they wanna receive the sorry or
the
not,
message.
right?
Yeah,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I'm not gonna use that as an excuse to be in a low vibration and be sad. I'm still gonna
Mm-hmm.
overcome and I move on. The
All
point
right,
Well,
is,
four
I
minutes.
a
Four
lot of
minutes, y'all.
people walk forward around without having a clue that they even have something to figure it out themselves.
Well, a lot
Mm-hmm.
of parents are aside from giving them their children guidance, they're too controlling. They don't even allow their children to even make the mistakes that they need to make. And then when the child does make a mistake, they make them they put them down so much. It's like the child needs to know that they can go back to that.
I
And it's
think it's
like,
a
look,
thin line, though. I think it's a different
mhm.
because, like, I think nowadays, just like Touche was earlier saying that they not controlling enough sometimes too, because they just let them
Yeah,
do any and
right, right,
everything too.
right.
So it's like
Is
it
it
ain't
too
no balance.
controlling
That's
or
what it
not
is. You know
controlling?
what I'm saying?
I
It's not a
exactly.
agree.
balance though.
I
They got to be
agree.
Yes,
balanced.
That
I had
harmony
to let go.
is missing.
Lovely. I'm gonna have a confession on that, right? Because
Hmm.
control. So I had one of my middle child. He will go outside playing with the siblings, and every time he get hurt, it's an emergency. It's flying a doctor for immediate surgery. Twice happened with him, right? So every time he will say, "Mom," if all the other kids say, "Mom, we going out," but he say that he's going out, I will have I'm tense, it's like he's gonna get hurt. I was traumatized, no
Hmm.
mother should want see their child hopeless, right?
Right.
So through therapy, I had to overcome that the guy is in his 20 and I need to let go, because he told me one time in a conversation, is like, sometimes I see the terror in your eyes when I'm about to do something and you need to let go. I'm a grown man, right? And it was true. But as again, if he would have screamed at me or say, leave me alone, would have understood? No. Communication is important.
Oh, we
No,
gonna talk
I
about.
feel you
So,
on
what
that.
y'all
And
got
it's
some
just like,
last minute
well,
words? 'Cause I got 2 minutes. I can't start
So
another
dab
thing.
dab did I'm out.
All right, for sure, brother.
I'm out. I'm out too.
Okay, okay, that's y'all words. Okay, y'all words. Okay, I appreciate y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all catch me
As
tomorrow,
always,
hopefully.
Mr. Kev.
You already know, man. Y'all gonna see, man. We gonna get it, man. We gonna save some lives. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
we are. Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Love you always, Kev. I'll
All right,
see you
for sure.
later.
Love you too, man. All right, you too, Tiziana. We gonna talk about them grudges beginnings. All right, y'all, man. I'll catch y'all. I see you, Leona, too. I see you, too, man. Catch you later. And who else? Mr. Spidey, man. I know you be listening. BK, I don't know if you still in here. You might be listening, too, man. I catch you, brother, man. I see y'all.